Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Birmingham, Alabama. It is the 2026 Southwestern Athletic Conference Media Day event. This is more than just an event. It's almost a gala. There's people from all over the country, 150 media outlets around here. And I tell you, the Southwestern Athletic Conference has rolled out the red carpet. With me is Dr. Charles McClellan. And we've got to say thank you. First of all, we get the very first interview of the day, so we're privileged and very blessed. So before we get started, I want to thank our principal sponsor, Attorney Lee Van Richardson in Hempstead, Texas, 728 Austin Street. For more information, we'll post the number here in just a few moments. Well, Dr. McClellan, man, this is just incredible. It gets bigger and bigger every year.
Well, first of all, thank you for being here, and all that you do for the Southwestern Athletic Conference. A lot of people know Charles McClellan, but I also have some purpose for your sports world.
Well, look, man, it was my pleasure, and I appreciate it. Without you, I would not be here in the television announcement. The SWAC television, we talk about it. We talked about this years ago. This conference around and turn this conference into the premier FCS conference in the United States of America. 44 graduates in years. We've got more attendance and more news and more accolades than any other conference in HBCU world. And it's just incredible.
But I would say it's a collaborative effort. A lot of people certainly have put their heart, energy, and soul into the Southwestern Athletic Conference. So our fans show up each and every week, and that's what makes us strong. So we have 12 Division I institutions from Texas to Florida. I know you have your train. I don't know where it's starting. I don't know where it's
It started in Splendid Station at an undisclosed
Splendid Station at an undisclosed location. But as long as our fans continue to engage, as long as our coaches, our presidents, our players, everybody's on the same page, we'll continue to grow. But it certainly is a collaborative.
You were a lot of part of the Southwestern Athletic Conference here, man. You have just been in a huge deal with a media company. You want to explain something?
Yeah, so it's actually a private equity company, venture capitalist to be exact. And essentially, they have doubled down on SWAC TV. SWAC TV numbers exploded way bigger than what we ever could imagine creating SWAC TV. So theoretically, what we did was we gave a percentage of our commercial inventory to Merciless Media Capital. And we go into this pool with other major conglomerates, Sinclair and some others, right? So we were kind of like excited that they brought SWAC TV to the table, and then companies will actually go to NMC and get our commercial inventory. And then from there, we'll get an equity stake. It's an opportunity for us to really do some great things financially with SWAC TV.
Well, we're really excited. I mean, this Southwestern Athletic Conference money is just increased. I mean, you got a fat bag over there, but just spend it wisely. And I've been with you many, many years, and Charles is an advisor. So I'm just trying to tell you, he's doing what he's supposed to do with the money. These classic games that we have on tap this year have the projection of being bigger than they've ever been before. The audience is growing. The million minutes watched on SWAC TV last year.
Well, again, it is bigger than what we could ever imagine. And we're going to do a little bit more marketing and advertising with SWAC TV, some geofencing to get the numbers up. But we wanted for it to organically kind of evolve, and it did a lot faster than what we ultimately thought that it would. We had almost 500 events on SWAC TV. We'll probably double that number this year, and hopefully by the end of year 3, we'll have over 2,000 events on SWAC TV. And we're looking to syndicate SWAC TV, so we'll have some there. We're looking to create a fast channel, and ultimately our 5-year goal on SWAC TV, 5-year projection actually. I guess it is ago, is to have a literary channel or something. And television get asked often, when have you guys ever put it on payroll? Our intent is to never put it on TV. As long as fans watch, we'll be able to go out and sell commercials and corporate sponsors, and we'll be able to keep this content for you for free.
And when it says a paid for it, folks, that means if you don't have a subscription to certain companies I respect from those things. You can't get it on the big board, but we are absolutely free. All you have to do is download the app on Apple TV, Roku, or Android device. That's just stop our commercial, and you can get SWAC TV and watch all the, well, not all of them, some of them on ESPN and those other platforms. The majority of the games are SWAC.
Yeah, and give us opportunity to highlight sports that are not necessarily highlighted on other television. So we had soccer, we have volleyball, we have baseball, we have softball, we have boxing championship, we have a writing championship. So all 18 of our sports, we're going to continue to expand. So it really gives those Olympic sports and some of the non-revenue generating sports an opportunity to get a national televised audience.
Basketball is huge this year. I don't think projected that many people watching SWAC basketball. Even the smaller schools like the St. Valley and sometimes viewers on SWAC.
Well, it was a lot of viewership across the board. One of the things that we saw that allowed us to move forward even with our football schedule was the viewership numbers based upon the schedule. So if the SWAC team played a SWAC team, viewers were high. If they played a Division II team, it did a little bit more. And if you played an NAIA team, one of those teams that are not necessarily extremely low. So we were able to get that data, take it back to athletic directors, council presidents, and we were able to make some really good decisions based upon the data and statistics that we get from our viewership. So not only is it allowing us to generate revenue faster, it's also giving us data to enhance scheduling, enhance overall competition, and ultimately enhance our standing within the NCAA structure as basketball, football, and any other sport.
Nothing but I'll tell you for this job, not just because I know that you have really attended this conference to high school every so fortunate to have you as our lead. Folks, this is Dr. Charles Phillips. This is Southwestern Athletic Conference. We hope to get you on the train. We're not on the train. The train will start November 1st, Tuesday, November 1st at 7:30. Here will be our first trip around SWAC. We might even let this go around.
Yeah, I want to send a shout out to Hillary Clinton. I've been knowing her for a long, long time. She's always staying 10 toes down. So got a lot of love for her.
Thanks a lot for joining us, folks. We want to thank our sponsor, Leland Richardson, for sponsoring this. Also, I don't know if you remember the Bill Sisters. Lisa and Sonny Bill. They're actually from Mobile, Alabama. Today is their birthday. Splendid Media is driven by Avis Rental Car with 2 locations to serve you 10,005 South Highway 6 in Sugar Hills and 2811 West Parkway North Street C in Katy, Texas. So much for driving Splendid Media everywhere you gotta go. Stick around, folks. We got interviews planned throughout the day. Go ahead and hop on over to SWAC TV at 10 o'clock. We're going to share at 10 o'clock. That's when we kick off. We'll interview every coach in the Southwestern Athletic Conference right here on Splendid Media. Thanks a lot. Splendid Media Resource Company is driven by Avis Rent-A-Car with 2 locations to serve you, 10,005 Highway 6 South in Sugar Land and 2811 West Grand Parkway North, Suite C in Katy. If you're in need of a rental vehicle, for whatever the reason, Avis Rent-A-Car can help you out. SUVs, large, midsize, and economy cars, 12 to 15 passenger vans, and even the luxury styles like the Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Infiniti. Independently owned by Sonia and Lisa Bell, proud HBCU graduates of Prairie View Indian University. Avis Rent-A-Car is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 6 p.m., and Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. For more information, the number to the Highway 6 location is 281-498-2150, or in Katy at 346-608-7195. Avis Rent-A-Car, drive Splendid Media around the SWAC.
If you've been injured as a result of an accident, call 979-826-8008 now. We help victims with all types of personal injuries. Call 979-826-8008. We get paid when you get paid. You pay nothing up front. If you have a death case or injuries from a truck, motorcycle, or car accident, call 979-826-8008 now. Get the compensation that you deserve. Just call 979-826-8008 or go to lbrichardson.com. If you've been injured as a result of an accident, call 979-826-8008 now. We help victims with all types of personal injuries. Call 979-826-8008. We get paid when you get paid. You pay nothing up front. If you have a death case or injuries from a truck, motorcycle, or car accident, call 979-826-8008 now. Get the compensation that you deserve. Just call 979-826-8008 or go to lbrichardson.com.
Splendid Media Resource Company is driven by Avis Rent-A-Car, with 2 locations to serve you: 10,005 Highway 6 South in Sugar Land and 2811 West Grand Parkway North, Suite C in Katy. If you're in need of a rental vehicle, for whatever the reason, Avis Rent-A-Car can help you out. SUVs, large, midsize, and economy cars, 12 to 15 passenger vans, and even the luxury styles like the Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Infiniti. Independently owned by Sonia and Lisa Bell, proud HBCU graduates of Prairie View Indian University. Avis Rent-A-Car is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 6 p.m., and Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. For more information, the number to the Highway 6 location is 281-498-2150, or in Katy at 346-608-7195. Avis Rent-A-Car, drive Splendid Media around the SWAC.
We're back live here in Birmingham, Alabama, ladies and gentlemen. Charles Porter, along with my main man, Ken Moore, who is joining us from Houston. Ken, how you doing this morning?
I am doing great, partner. How's it going in Birmingham?
It has been amazing trying to get here without you. Of course, it's just me, G-Boom, and Ms. Porter trying to get all this stuff together. And we've got a few kinks that we got to work out, but everything is working out great. First of all, without the conductor of the PC Express, we could not compete. So I want to sincerely thank Raymond G. Holly for putting up with me, because y'all know I'm kind of nuts. Well, Ken, the 2026 season starts. It's right around the corner, and we'll get started this morning with a brand new show called Around the SWAC. And the reason we're calling it brand new because we've done so many different things with the show. We started the show about 4 years ago. My main man, Rick Godfrey, and put this together. Splendid Media is a spinoff of my father, Charles Porter Jr.'s company, Splendid Media. So a few years ago, we decided that we were going to resurrect Splendid Media. It was his dream. It was actually Splendid Broadcasting. But we changed the name to Splendid Media. We've got a couple of things I want to talk about first. Is our webpage, www.splendidmediaresourcecompany.com. Ty Barker, who is in Arlington, Texas, is our web designer. We're making some changes. We've just got a brand new piece of software that's going to take our web page in to another level. So if you go and look at it right now, you'll see a lot of last year's content on it. We're going to clean that up before November 1st and give you a lot of different ways and means to watch Splendid Media. We're so excited about it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Got a lot of big things coming this season on Splendid Media. We definitely invite you guys to like, share, subscribe to the show.
I want to remind you that we'll be on every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. We have several venues that we have already contacted. They're really excited about the possibility of us coming to our show live from those venues. So I just want to mention a couple of these places, just kind of nudge them our way if that's okay. Backyard Broil is located on Southmore and Scott, Houston, Texas, right there on the corner. For you people that are from Houston, it used to be Murphy's Rib Joint, right there on the corner. Mr. Murphy, God rest his soul. My son was a drummer for but anyway, Mr. Murphy's Rib Joint is now the Backyard Broil in the shop, and his beautiful wife and proprietors. The seafood is great. Ken, when we get there, we got to get the catfish. It is going to be delicious because it's just a great staff, great atmosphere, a lot of fun. That is one of our potential places. K&P Social Club, located on Highway 6 in Houston, Texas, is another possible place that we can have our show. If you are interested in growing your business and you want us to bring the Splendid Media team out there, all you have to do is give us a call, 346-539-3185, or you can email us at splendidmediaresource@gmail.com. Is that correct? splendidmediaresource@gmail.com. We can take all of your questions and answers there, and we will reply to you most expeditiously. Okay, waiting on my main man, Kid Moore, to get back. Before we go any further, let's take care of some housekeeping duties. To follow the show and be a part of the show, join us on Splendid Media Resource on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, and also X. I can't see you because I'm reading my script, but I can hear you. Kid, we've got a lot of places that you can watch Splendid Media and go around the SWAC with us.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure if you guys are seeing me or not. But yeah, I mean, we're going to be, starting off in Prairie View as they try to go back to back. Jackson State looking for a little revenge this year as they got defeated last year, something that they're not used to in their own backyard in the SWAC championship games. Alabama State quarterback Andrew Body. He wants to find out, see if they can finally get over the hump. Coach Eddie Robinson and crew. Coach Eddie Robinson inducted into the Black College Football Hall of Fame this year, trying to get his Hornets over the top and try to finally get them to Atlanta in the SWAC championship game. So who's going to be that surprise team? Is it going to be Texas Southern? Is it going to be Bethune-Cookman? FAMU with a new head coach? We'll have to find out.
Well, I think that first of all, the top three, you gotta add Southern University, despite their record, somewhere in that top four. Marshall Park has done a great job of recruiting. He's brought an outstanding coaching staff. I think Les Miles' son is there doing the recruiting coordinator. We'll get that right. I don't want to mess up his title, but they've got a great staff over there. Marshall Park, NFL ties, is going to do a great job for Southern University. Lacumba, the Southern Jaguars are licking their chops right now, and they get it started right here in Birmingham. Week 1, when they take on the Jackson State Tigers here in the Mobile City Classic, or the Gulf Coast Classic, right here in Birmingham, Alabama. That's going to be a good one just to kick off the season.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be great. Great start to the season. And, of course, something new this year. The first edition. of the Black College
Well, let's
football
go ahead and
poll.
break down, first of all, Jackson State. They bring back Jerry Lockhart, quarterback. They've got a lot of returners there. They like to run between the guards and tackles and just beat you down, and run all over you the entire time. But the down passing attack, Jerry Lockhart's got great arm. He's got some good receivers down there. And Jackson State, those are the top two. Jackson State, Prairie View, and also, like you said, Alabama State are the top three teams. Alabama State bringing back Andrew Body for year 10 this season. Andrew Body gets another medical year after last year. He comes back and ready to play. I was talking to Coach Robinson yesterday. I said, how's Andrew Body? How is the Andrew Body show? And he just gave me that smile and shook his head and said, we'll see. So that tells me that the Alabama State Hornets are ready. When you talk about Prairie View, well, what can she say about Coach Tremaine Jackson? First year goes all the way to the Celebration Bowl. He's promoting finishing the fight. He wants to get back to Atlanta to take care of South Carolina. And South Carolina seems to be the team to come out of the MEAC. Out of the other schools, it's going to be a formidable foe. So as we get ready to talk about the Black College football, yeah, I can see that everybody that's talking about this BCFP, the Black College Football Poll, has a list here and has the top 10 up there. But let's talk a minute about the Black College Football Poll. Dr. Charles McClellan, along with Kenyatta Cavill, have been working on this for a few years. We finally have a legitimate poll of Black college sports and teams that are going to be premiered throughout the country with this top 10. I'm a voter, you're a voter. It's going to be great. And the top 10 is really a bunch of great teams. Let's go ahead and go with the top 10 teams.
Yeah, absolutely. So South Carolina State, they come in number one. Of course, they won the Celebration Bowl over Prairie View last year, 40-38. So they'll take over that top spot. Prairie View right behind them at number two. And then you fall in with the teams in the East, Jackson State and Alabama State coming in at 3 and 4. North Carolina Central, Delaware State come in at 5 and 6. And then 4 more Southwestern Athletic Conference schools. Grambling State under head coach Mickey Joseph coming in at 7. Bethune-Cookman, the prize team of last year, they finished 3rd in the East Division last year. They're number 8. Texas Southern, another surprise team last year under head coach Chris Dishman, going into his second year. They come in at 9. And then, of course, Florida A&M coming off a disappointing season. New head coach, new regime coming in for 2026. They round out the top 10 in the inaugural edition of the Black College Football Poll. And again, this is a combination of 4 conferences, the SWAC, the MEAC, the CIAA, and the SIAC. 57 writers all coming together to vote in this poll. And no surprise, South Carolina State and Prairie View A&M, number 1 and number 2, the 2 participants from the Celebration Bowl last season.
If you look at these teams and what they get to bring back this year from last year, I think Jackson State returned 75% of their players. That's unheard of with this portal going on. Prairie View just seems to be able to go fishing every year and bring in big cast of athletes to come in and keep Prairie View on the top. Even back in the days of Bumpy Dow, we still did a great job of recruiting. People still came to Prairie View wanting to come to college. Their motto is, once you get them on campus, you got it. So that's exciting this year about the Black College Sports Poll. We will be highlighting it every week around this way. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Should be a great time. And hey, let's start it off now. Let's talk about the defending SWAC champs, Prairie View A&M. Of course, head coach Tremaine Jackson in his first season. He was honored as the SWAC Coach of the Year and also the 2025 non-FBS All-Texas Coach of the Year. Last season, Prairie View, 7-1, defeated Jackson State in the SWAC title game, 10-4 overall. They had a disappointing loss in the Celebration Bowl, 40-38 to South Carolina State. But they have a lot of key players coming back this year. They have 3 guys on the first team preseason All-SWAC. Running back Chase Bingham, offensive lineman Kevin McMillan, and tight end Trevon Jones. So, Charles, you know those guys well. You take a look at them week in and week out. What can we expect from that Prairie View offense coming up this season?
Okay, so they had to go back to the drawing board and find another quarterback. So now the quarterback is graduated. They've got to get another general in there to run that offense. All of the chess pieces are there for Prairie View. Chase Bingham, newcomer of the year, last year first team offense. I mean, he's just getting better and better. The offensive line is grown in leaps and bounds. They're going to really be a formidable foe. We know that in Southwestern Athletic Conference, defensive linemen love to Prairie View trying to get to that quarterback. Well, they've got some great linemen there for Prairie View. But let's talk about Prairie View's defense, man. They've got some stellar players on the defense. They've got some transfers in. They've got a lot of top-tier players on that defense. I think the defense is going to surprise us big time for Prairie View.
Yeah, absolutely. And, of course, they have 2 players on that defense that's also on the preseason All-SWAC team, Malik Gukake, defensive lineman.
It's just like goo cake, like a gooey cake.
I got to get some of that goo cake.
I don't know if you want any goo cake if you're a running back. I'm trying to tell you. Really and we're going to be excited to see it. Since we're talking about Prairie, what do you think about the game on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. For the Liberty Classic? A lot of people chattering about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be a switch. But here was my thing on it, right, is that you're in position now where you're wanted on national television. Think about where Prairie View was 30, 40 years ago when they were going through that long losing streak and they were the laughing stock of college football. Now, instead of fans and media, local media, complaining about the switch from Saturday night to early, midday Sunday morning, celebrate that. Embrace it. Your team is going to be on national television against their arch rival in Texas Southern University. Being in the Houston area, you have to embrace your team being on national television, wanting to be featured on national television. And yes, the television networks, they control the schedule. They control when you're going to be on television. Trust me, NFL teams go through it. College football teams, FBS teams go through it. Last year, Texas and Ohio State played at 11 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Those fans, those students wanted that to be a night game, right? But Fox said, we're going to play this game at noon. This is our marquee game of the weekend. That's our marquee showcase. The same thing for Prairie View A&M and Texas Southern. They get a standalone game on a Sunday morning. Nothing else is going on. The only thing to watch on television. Go to church early. I'm sure your church has 8 o'clock service. Go to your 8 o'clock service, get back home, get your donuts, get your coffee, get in front of the television, and support your SWAC schools. Even if you're not a Prairie View or TSU, if you're in Louisiana, if you're in Mississippi, if you're in Alabama, your eyeballs are key because that's what keeps this train going. That's the reason why we're able to have SWAC TV. That's the reason why we're able to have Splendid Media, because of the success of these ball clubs, like a Jackson State, like an Alabama State. So support your teams. If you can't make it to the game, turn on the TV, watch your team, support it. But how great would it be, Charles, to have that stadium full at 11 a.m. on a Sunday morning on ESPN? That would be dynamite for this team.
It should be well attended. So, I'm going to be Charles Porter right now. We're going to ask all the pastors in the surrounding area to give them a pass. Because if you know the Lord, you don't really need the pass anyway. So, that's just Charles Porter. But I'm just saying, hey, give them a pass. If your attendance is low on Sunday, on that Sunday, give them a pass. Give them a pass. God said it's okay. Well, folks, we're about to get ready to go into segment number 2. We're going to go and grab some players and coaches. We've already started it about 10 minutes ago. I think Dr. McClellan is still on stage. We've done a while to get the turn, and then we're bringing some of the players and coaches around. We're going to get ready to take a break here and get some sponsors and come back with segment 2. SWAC Media Day live from
Splendid Media Resource Company is driven by Avis Rent-A-Car with 2 locations to serve you: 10,005 Highway 6 South in Sugar Land and 2811 West Grand Parkway North, Suite C in Katy. If you're in need of a rental vehicle, for whatever the reason, Avis Rent-A-Car can help you out. SUVs, large, midsize, and economy cars, 12 to 15 passenger vans, and even the luxury styles like the Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Infiniti. Independently owned by Sonia and Lisa Bell, proud HBCU graduates of Prairie View Indian University. Avis Rent-A-Car is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 6 p.m., and Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. For more information, the number to the Highway 6 location is 281-498-2150, or in Katy at 346-608-7195. Avis Rent-A-Car, drive Splendid Media around the SWAC.
If you've been injured as a result of an accident, call 979-826-8008 now. We help victims with all types of personal injuries. Call 979-826-8008. We get paid when you get paid. You pay nothing up front. If you have a death case or injuries from a truck, motorcycle, or car accident, call 979-826-8008 now. Get the compensation that you deserve. Just call 979-826-8008 or go to lbrichardson.com. If you've been
You can show him where the restroom is back here. I think he went up far.
Yes, I said, isn't it live no more? Y'all. Yeah. Isn't it good? Should I say that too?
No. Yeah. Yeah, 'cause that's what you should be seeing. That's what's playing.
Don't worry.
That's an iPhone. I don't know how to use iPhone.
Yeah.
Cause see, yeah,
But yeah,
that's what I got.
that's right. There.
We're extreme. Christine said all of it needs to go.
What?
All the mics, both mics, the sounds. Even what about the music? What do you don't hear the music right now? We're running a commercial around.
No, that's yeah. The music I'm playing when this is on.
Did that have?
Yeah.
Okay, our mics are too low, so. All right, I got a call. We're going to.
I'm in it on YouTube. Good. Okay.
And the original had called us to put here on the Facebook. But then we went to media, the video, then he can hear it. Yeah.
Why am I getting south?
We'll have to,
Can't hear you. Mike's not on.
All right. You hear me there?
Yep, gotcha. Go ahead.
We're back live here in Birmingham, Alabama. A lot of stuff going on here. There's about 500 people, so we have a lot of background noise that we're going out to people we haven't seen in years and stopping by.
Put your mic closer to your mouth.
It's going on out here. We apologize for that. But back here in Birmingham, let's turn our attention to week one opponent at Prairie View. Head coach Chris Dishman is entering his second season at the helm of the Tigers, finished in sole possession of seventh place last year in the Western Conference division, 5-3 mark. Ken, I think you had one of those games. I had 3 of those games. They're an exciting team. That Kizzy kid is something else. But if you look at it statistically, the Tigers didn't wow anything. They're just mediocre. Scoring both offensive and defensive points allowed. Fifth in the SWAC in both offensive and defensive points. But collectively, the Tigers played complimentary football last season, and they did a really, really great job. I'm reading your stuff here. But I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
But there's still a lot of meat on that ball for the Texas Southern Tigers. As I said, 15 offensive and defensive categories, kind of in the middle there. They still did a great job.
Yeah, Coach Dishman did a great job in his first season. You mentioned going 5-3 in conference, finishing second in the West, only behind Prairie View. Had a tough opening loss in the first week of the season. It kind of set the tone and sent Prairie View on their way. But a great bounce back for Texas Southern the second half of the season. Of course, they bring back a trio of players who are on the all-SWAC preseason second team. Offensive lineman Jayden Daniels. We look for him to have an outstanding season this year. Wide receiver Rorion Richardson had a great year. 31 catches, 462 yards, 4 touchdowns last year. They hope that he can become even more explosive in 2026. And of course, tight end Cordell Rogers, who's not only a great receiver, but he's also a great blocker to help open up that running game from Texas Southern. They have a very balanced offense, running the ball, passing the ball. So Coach Dishman in his sophomore season, hoping to avoid that sophomore slump, doesn't want to let those guys get complacent. There's a lot of new players coming in. A big thing for Texas Southern, they're going to be playing some games in different venues this year at home in H-Town. So, of course, they'll have some games at Thorne Stadium out in Aldine. They will have a couple of games over at Shell Energy at the soccer stadium. So they're going to be moving around the city. So fans, students, be ready to get on that bus, travel to go see your boys play, because they got a hell of a coach. And Coach Chris Dishman, obviously a former Houston Oilers player, played a lot of tremendous games here in the Astrodome back in the day in the 90s with the Oilers. And, of course, he brings in that pedigree, like we see with a lot of coaches around the SWAC, have that NFL experience, and they're able to put that knowledge and that excitement into the kids that they bring into the program. So Texas Southern, they are those teams to watch this season.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Chris. You got to look at it with Chris. I do. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, the Warriors were lucky to do all of it. Man, I had an opportunity to meet Chris Dishman working at the Astrodome when I was in high school. So I got a chance to meet Chris Dishman, Chris Johnson, the 11 white quarterbacks, along with some of the guys who were strong safety back then. I knew all of those guys before I even knew them. Chris Dishman is a great coach. These Texas Southern Tigers players have bought in
to his philosophy of football. And you can ask any football coach at the Southwestern Athletic Conference. It's team-based football, offense, defense, and special teams. And I think he's done a great job of putting all three of those phases together. What he's got to do is stay focused. They were 1 or 2 mistakes away from winning some big games last year. So Texas Southern team to watch. You watch those guys; they got a great problem. Just like everything, just walking around, scratch.
And I need one of them. I know.
You got interim athletic director. So you're looking for
Trying to get the team in the back. Come with me. Yeah, I'm about to say, Allen should have been coming in here. I ain't been working. Oh, okay.
Hey, I asked G. Boone, is it okay if they need to use the train to go around Houston to go to the game? We'll let them use the DC Express.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if the train's going to work in Houston. We don't have any subways in H-Town, but you know they can definitely get on the bus.
We're gonna get on those Southern Pacific Railroad tracks. We're gonna get stuff with Southern Pacific. We're gonna get on that. Oh yeah, man, that's terrible. Yeah. Are we gonna take a break here, Mr. Million?
I'm trying to find one of these players to pull in.
Let me explain to you why it's so kind of here. You have to schedule interviews as they come home. So now, at the end of this broadcast, we're going to go home, we're going to edit this, and we're going to put certain segments up so you don't have to go to the whole show.
Yeah, we can get one up.
Just go and click on it right here. For now, let's take a look at the Golden Lions, University of Arkansas Conference. That's a big game last week.
Yeah, the Golden Lions, they come into the season. They have 5 players on the all preseason SWAC team. Denarius Hillard, linebacker, running back Jalen Jennings, wide receiver DeAvery Robinson. They were all named to the preseason all SWAC first team. So they have a lot of talent on the offensive side of the ball. Offensive lineman Nick Carter, also preseason all SWAC on the second team, and Marquise Cagle, defensive tackle, second team all SWAC as well. So Arkansas Pine Bluff, they have a lot of talent on that team.
Yeah,
On the field is where we got to see that improvement in the trenches, particularly on the defensive front. The Golden Lions last year, they allowed over 200 yards per game on the ground. That was last in the SWAC. They were also tied for the league low in sacks with only 12. So they got to get more beef up front, more explosion, got to be able to stop the run, got to be able to get to the quarterback. Coach Alonzo Hampton, he's hoping to beef up that line, get tougher in the trenches, because we know, Charles, that's where the games are won and lost in this conference. It doesn't matter how good your quarterback is. It doesn't matter how good your offensive are. It doesn't matter how good your running backs are. If your offensive line cannot block and give your quarterback protection, if your defensive line cannot control the line of scrimmage, you're going to have a very difficult time winning games in this conference, because we've seen the level of play rise up over the last half decade or so. And so Arkansas Pine Bluff, they're going to have to be one of those teams that starts from the inside out. You have to start with your offensive line, your defensive line, build out from there. And I think that's something Coach Alonzo Hampton is taking into account during this offseason.
Yeah, well, this just comes from the class. Those lines, everyone great on average, it's a commitment to each of the Then you got Ron and Ellie leverage attention when you talk about Pine Bluff. I'm not talking about Pine Bluff A&M. I'm not talking about Arkansas Pine Bluff A&M. I'm talking about Golden Lions. They've got a great program. clean up the offensive line. We see the secondary improvement, and they got to get to the quarterback. As you said, all the that was there. Him getting to the ball, getting the pressure, putting pressure on the quarterback. They got to get that done. Offensive side of the ball is gone out. They need to get a couple of severe receivers. I think they're going to be great. They got to get the ground game going. And I think they put all those two phases of football together. I think they'll be a moment of those goals. Still think about they've got just a little bit of more to do. They need to keep them out of here. He's going to do a great job. Get on the field where Arkansas line was supposed to see, it's supposed to cook, and I just broke that down with the defense. You gotta leave those big ones, and a lot of them just big ones. They hold the first for 3 plays, 4 plays to get the first down, and these big ones. Those explosive plays are what they're going to happen. Because that's how they got the big plays. So they've got to cut down on making mistakes to allow big plays to happen. And I think they're going to be a solid team. They're going to beat some teams that we don't expect them to. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's about segment 1 here. We've got a few more segments to go here. We're going to go mill around and try to find some interviews in between these segments. So stick around. We'll take a break. I'm listening for my music and my turn so that I can take a break, see a little bit, but you got to push that button. Yeah, the blue button. Yeah, there you go. Ready to hop back on the PC Express and take a trip on this commercial break. We'll be right back here in Birmingham, Alabama for 2026 Southwestern Athletic Conference.
Splendid Media Resource Company is driven by Avis Rent-A-Car, with 2 locations to serve you: 10,005 Highway 6 South in Sugar Land and 2811 West Grand Parkway North, Suite C in Katy. If you're in need of a rental vehicle, for whatever the reason, Avis Rent-A-Car can help you out. SUVs, large, midsize, and economy cars, 12 to 15 passenger vans, and even the luxury styles like the Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Infiniti. Independently owned by Sonia and Lisa Bell, proud HBCU graduates of Prairie View A&M University. Avis Rent-A-Car is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 6 p.m., and Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. For more information, the number to the Highway 6 location is 281-498-2150, or in Katy at 346-608-7195. Avis Rent-A-Car, drive Splendid Media around the SWAC.
If you've been injured as a result of an accident, call 979-826-8008 now. We help victims with all types of personal injuries. Call 979-826-8008. We get paid when you get paid. You pay nothing up front. If you have a death case or injuries from a truck, motorcycle, or car accident, call 979-826-8008 now. Get the compensation that you deserve. Just call 979-826-8008.
Splendid Media Resource Company is driven by Avis Rent-A-Car, with 2 locations to serve you: 10,005 Highway 6 South in Sugar Land and 2811 West Grand Parkway North, Suite C in Katy. If you're in need of a rental vehicle, for whatever the reason, Avis Rent-A-Car can help you out. SUVs, large, midsize, and economy cars, 12 to 15 passenger vans, and even the luxury styles like the Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Infiniti. Independently owned by Sonia and Lisa Bell, proud HBCU graduates of Prairie View A&M University. Avis Rent-A-Car is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 6 p.m., and Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. For more information, the number to the Highway 6 location is 281-498-2150, or in Katy and 346-608-7195. Ames Rent-A-Car, drive Splendid Media around the SWAC.
Panther Nation, we're excited to officially announce the release of the Prairie View A&M University football schedule. Once again, it's a lineup that reflects the tradition, pride, and competitive spirit of Panther football. This season is going to bring a great mix of exciting matchups, conference battles, and unforgettable moments right here in Pantherland. One of the highlights of this season will be our Labor Day Classic against our rivals, Texas Southern, on Sunday, September 6th, right here in Panther Stadium. We will also celebrate one of our favorite traditions, homecoming, October 17th versus Alcorn State. Your presence makes a difference. The energy that you bring fuels our team and gives us a true home field advantage. We look forward to seeing you this fall as we build, compete, and chase championships together. Get your season tickets starting February 2nd, and let's make this another season to remember. We'll see you in the stands. Go Panthers.
If you've been injured as a result of an accident, call 979-826-8008 now. We help victims with all types of personal injuries. Call 979-826-8008. We get paid when you get paid. You pay nothing up front. If you have a death case or injuries from a truck, motorcycle, or car accident, call 979-826-8008 now. Get the compensation that you deserve. Just call.
Splendid Media Resource Company is driven by Avis Rent-A-Car with 2 locations to serve you: 10,005 Highway 6 South in Sugar Land and 2811 West Grand Parkway North, Suite C in Katy. If you're in need of a rental vehicle, for whatever the reason, Avis Rent-A-Car can help you out. SUVs, large, midsize, and economy cars, 12 to 15 passenger vans, and even the luxury styles like the Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Infiniti. Independently owned by Sonia and Lisa Bell, proud HBCU graduates of Prairie View A&M University. Avis Rent-A-Car is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 6 p.m., and Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. For more information, the number to the Highway 6 location is 281-498-2150, or in Katy at 346-608-7195. Ames Rent-A-Car, drive Splendid Media around the SWAC.
Go.
Welcome back to Birmingham, Alabama, here on the 2026 SWAC Media Day. So I'm fooling along with my main man, Jim Moore, who's back at home in the studios. It's time for second quarter. We're going to head down to the booth. Next stop is in Graham, Louisiana, with Virginia. They have my third-year head coach, Mickey Joseph. Now, Joseph led the Tigers to their first winning season since 2019. He was 75 record overall. They was 4-4, tied for third place in the SWAC West Division. Ken, those Tigers are roaring down there by the boot store. So, in the SWAC West decisions, what do you think of the Tigers this season?
Hey man, the Tigers should be exciting this year. It's going to be interesting to see what they look like. I got a handful of their games that I'm going to be calling this season. Of course, they have the Clark Atlanta on SWAC TV on August 29th. I'll be on the call for that game. And they have 3 players on the all preseason all SWAC team. Offensive lineman Alexander Vigil, big, strong dude, really the anchor of that offensive line. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Marcellus Johnson, an all-everything linebacker. You can go from side to side. He can get after the quarterback. He can cover backs out of the backfield as well. So he's going to be kind of the mainstay on the defensive side of the ball. And they have a great return specialist Jay Sean Johnson. This kid can fly. He's earned all preseason offers as a return specialist. So he is going to be dynamic in the punt return game as well as the kickoff game. I'm sure Coach Mickey Joseph will dial up some special plays to get him in on offense as well. So it's going to be an exciting season down in the hole for the G-Man this season. Vigil, let's talk about him. He was a major part of that Grambling offensive line last season. He played over 600 snaps. He graded out at 72%. And that offensive line, it helped to really balance the attack for Grambling last season. On the ground, over 1,700 yards rushing, 15 touchdowns on the ground, while putting up over 2,000 yards and 17 touchdowns through the air. So a very balanced offense, a lot of young players coming back, and it's going to be a very exciting season for Grambling. Looks like you have a young man that you're ready to talk to there.
Yeah, we were just talking about the University of Arkansas as Pine Club, and now they just roar on over here. Young man, how you doing today? Turn this mic a little bit so I can hear. Why don't you introduce yourself to everybody? Tell me who you are.
My name is Darius Hill. I'm from Arkansas Pine Bluff, All-American linebacker.
This guy right here is a big meanie in the middle. He can get it done last year. I'm off the statistics. 56 tackles last year. More than 90. Okay, yeah, I'm way down there. All of the Arkansas Pine got it going. No, he had 90 tackles, third in the conference. Peter Williams graduated Arkansas Pine Bluff. They're watching now. Early leverage, so they're excited. Man, your coach Hampton is a great motivator. He's a Christian guy. He believes in his faith, and he has faith in you guys. What's different about the Golden Lions this year than last year?
What's different this year, we got a lot of new faces this year, and like everybody come out like they were prepared. The season, everybody been waiting on this season. This is gonna be one of the numbers right here from the line.
Obviously, you're the anchor of the defense, but on your defense, who else is a sleeper that we need to watch? I want the guy that you think is going to step up bigger than anybody else besides yourself on the defense.
Can I give you two names?
You absolutely can.
The Mo Keller.
Mo Keller, write that down. Okay.
Muhammad Keller and Tyler Cole.
And Tyler Cole. Now, what makes these guys so special?
They just, I mean, what they do, like they come out every day on it at practice. So like, our offense going up against them, compete with them, but they doing up and getting each other better.
Now, offensively, who you brought your offensive guy to? I think somebody's scared of it right over there. So, we're brought the quarterback, your wide receiver. So, we got one of the top receivers. Thank you for coming and stopping by and chatting with us. We're going to talk to your coach. I'm going to have to hear just a few minutes. And then we got another second. So we're going to take a quick break and then come back with more SWAC.
Splendid Media Resource Company is driven by Avis Rent-A-Car with 2 locations to serve you: 10,005 Highway 6 South in Sugar Land and 2811 West Grand Parkway North, Suite C in Katy. If you're in need of a rental vehicle, for whatever the reason, Avis Rent-A-Car can help you out. SUVs, large, midsize, and economy cars, 12 to 15 passenger vans, and even the luxury styles like the Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Infiniti. Independently owned by Sonia and Lisa Bell, proud HBCU graduates of Prairie View A&M University. Avis Rent-A-Car is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 6.
Two.
Heading back to Birmingham, Alabama. Charles Porter along with my main man, Kim Moore. Of course, and the conductor, Raymond G. Boom Holly, man, Jordan Jackson. Man, that name sounds synonymous with touchdown. And man, you've had a great season. Your hometown team, you're from right there in Pine Bluff, man. That's got to be incredible to be right there at home and be so excited to have so many of your family and friends to be able to come and watch you right there at home. Man, how does it feel to be at home rather than go somewhere else?
I always describe the feeling as ecstatic, man. It's feeling like no other. Being able to transfer back home, playing in front of my family and friends. I'm just so excited. Hey, I gotta go right around the corner just to see me play, see me work, watch the work that I put in be put onto the field. So it's exciting. It's an exciting feeling every day I wake up in the morning.
Man, you caught some big touchdowns last year. You're a big receiver. I play wide receiver. I could probably run all over Anton Golf. But I play wide receiver. You're a big tall guy like me, got a big wide frame, but you're fast. What's your 40 time?
It's a 4.5 I'm trying to get to a 4.4. I'm trying to get that next shot. That shot taking those lights get down to a 4.4. That's what I want to get to.
Let's get a question from Ken Moore. Pull Ken back up, G-Boom. Ken, what you got?
Hey, I asked Mr. Jackson there, who was his toughest secondary that he faced last season and why?
Toughest secondary.
I'd say the toughest secondary last season would be Prairie View. So usually you want to coming out of 3 high safeties, that'll always be the toughest opponent for you. So I'd say Prairie View is the toughest secondary you have to face over.
You talk about 3 hot safeties, folks. He's talking about dropping 8. They drop 8, and everybody has their own area. They got some big areas out there. So you coming across the middle, we used to wear rib pants. So go back to those schools and use rib rags to rib. What do you think about the systems?
I think about the sets. I like it. Being a D2 coach for myself, the coach down being a D2, I can respect coming to conference and dominating what they did. We got some form.
You got some form this year? All right. Well, listen, this is Jordan Jackson of the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff wide receiver, preseason all conference. This is one of the kids to watch. Might be seeing him on Sundays if he keeps this up. Stick around, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a break back in segment 4. We're going to go on there and talk with our athletic director, Anton Golf, and let's see maybe we'll get some Jackson here quicker or sooner than you think. We'll be right back with more of the
If you've been injured as a result of an accident, call 979-826-8008 now. We help victims with all types of personal injuries. Call 979-826-8008. We get paid when you get paid. You pay nothing up front. If you have a death case or injuries from a truck, motorcycle, or car accident, call 979-826-8008 now. Get the compensation that you deserve. Just call 979-826-8008 or go to lbrichardson.com.
And you can only see
back to Birmingham, Alabama, ladies and gentlemen. Charles Porter, Moore, and the main man, Raymond G. Boom Holly. Well. What have we here? Birmingham University Athletic Director Anton Golf has seen success that is just incredible, just tremendous. 3 championships last year, almost scored. I mean, golly, AD, you have done a tremendous job with her. First of all, you've got a little history. My wife works at Birmingham University. You You're a real good boss. I'm not just saying that because you're sitting next to me. You got a great family. You brought that family atmosphere to Prairie View. And we just kind of embraced it the first couple of years. We're okay. But man, last year was amazing.
Yeah, we're excited about what happened last year, but last year is last year, and we're looking to do greater things this year.
You know, number two is a black college spiritual. That's been unheard of at Prairie View University. We are so excited that our team is finally being recognized. We just keep rising and rising to the top. You know, I'm close to her, so I got to know a lot. We players that we recruited. We got to Jackson State. We didn't recruit. We reloaded.
Coach Jackson doing a great job with his staff. Tireless workers, man, 24/7. I love the energy that they brought to this football program and the pieces they are continuing to put together. And like I tell people all the time, they're true football guys. And so I love being around them, man, understanding what they're trying to do. Cultural-wise.
Yeah, you're around people football too. So and Coach Kid, he's a football guy. So every now and then I tell that hey, coach, you know, you're similar. I'm a receiver, small receiver. I'm the big difference. It's like you small. Other programs are cool. What do you say about basketball team taking the basketball program further than it's ever been before last year? I mean, you win the championship in football. Okay. You go out and recruit a brand new volleyball coach. Coach Alicia P did a good job of beating the Bushes and brought in Donnie Hampton. She won the West her first year. Went to the championship the first year, didn't win it. She'll be back next year for sure. She's done a great job of recruiting. And then you got basketball and softball was in the tournament. They won the Southwest Athletic Conference. You got 4 Western Conference champions.
Last year was really, really good because a lot of people don't really know coaches. We had 5 new coaches that we brought in, nutrition agents, basketball. Ends up being the regular season champion. Coach Ware was his golf swing. Lead coach created so we're just trying to stack ways and keep this thing going.
Let's jump on over to the Labor Day class. We're talking about football. It's successful at the time. But the Labor Day class is Sunday. It's a nationally televised game. You know, the kids sit at the bench. You know, we need to just embrace it. Other schools that play at that time sell out the stadium. You don't get this type of chatter. It is not something that's it has nothing to do with the play. We have to play what they say. So they see it as a console said, "Oh, that was a dumb move." And why is it, you know, first.
I used to live in Kentucky, right? I was my friend director at the University of Harvard, pretty much. So I knew that I would do this pretty sense to go around to the same office. So when I was at the University of Harvard, I had an opportunity to play basketball, right? Nationally televised game in the country. He's never been the creative game televised in the there is an opportunity to bring more exposure to the national stage, to Prairie University, to football programs, as well as to HBCU football. And so
did that, and so that's how that game came about. I know folks talked a little bit about, hey, it's church time, and game is normally when it's laid back there. This is an opportunity for us to showcase our brand nationally and internationally. So it's football on Sunday. It's going to watch it.
You watch NFL football every Sunday, so I'm not watching college football games. NFL games at all. I like we got Coach Jackson and Good Cave. The team that we're going out here. Where we fans, you know. The VCF poll. And really the team to beat in the Southwestern Athletic Conference, not just in the West, but the Southwestern Athletic Conference. So I'm looking to this year. All right. That's Prairie View A&M University's athletic training has done a tremendous job with that program. We're so excited for it. Stick around, folks. We will be back here in segment 4. Got a couple more coaches scheduled. We're on time. We'll be back right here in Birmingham.
Splendid Media Resource Company is driven by Avis Rent-A-Car with 2 locations to serve you: 10,005 Highway 6 South in Sugar Land and 2811 West Grand Parkway North, Suite C in Katy. If you're in need of a rental vehicle, for whatever the reason, Avis Rent-A-Car can help you out. SUVs, large, midsize, and economy cars, 12 to 15 passenger vans, and even the luxury styles like the Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Infiniti. Independently owned by Sonia and Lisa Bell, proud HBCU graduates of Prairie View A&M University. Avis Rent-A-Car is opened Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 6 p.m., and Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. For more information, the number to the Highway 6 location is 281-498-2150, or in Katy at 346-608-7195. Avis Rent-A-Car, drive Splendid Media around the SWAC.
Welcome back, everyone, to SWAC Media Day. I am Ken Moore. I am in Houston, Texas. My partner, Charles Porter, he is live in Birmingham, Alabama, holding it down. We've gone through about half of the West Division of the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Now let's move over to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and take a look at the Southern Jaguars. The Jags have a new head man and former NFL Hall of Famer and Super Bowl champion Marshall Faulk. He takes over as the 22nd head coach in Jaguars history. Southern finished very disappointing 1-7 in SWAC play and 2-10 overall last year. Faulk, a New Orleans native, hopes to bring in a fresh look and renewed enthusiasm for a fan base that is not used to their team being at the bottom of the conference. So now we're going to take a look at them and see how they do this season. Charles, tell me a little bit about this Southern squad. They got a couple of guys on the preseason All-SWAC team, and Herman Bristol III and Trey Holly, but they're looking to bounce back with a Hall of Fame coach and see if they can do it.
Yeah, Kobe Gibbons led the Southwest, fourth in Southwest Conference in sacks. Coach Faulk's going to have to find somebody to replace that edge rusher's position. They've got to speak up. I think that is the key for Southern University is the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, they score points. Just because it's not so the Jaguars have to go off and beat them.
I hear that now.
On the bluff, we're not hear that now last year, but they're excited.
Hear that squeak?
Yeah, and one of the big guys on that defensive side of the ball is going to be Herman Bristol III. Bristol established himself as one of the SWAC's premier defensive players during the 2025 season. The safety finished the conference in the top 10 in tackles. And as you mentioned, on the offensive side of the ball, Trey Holly, one of the most productive running backs in the SWAC. He finished fourth in the conference in rushing with 904 yards and 9 touchdowns last season. The big thing for him is, can that offensive line generate enough push up front to open up those running lanes to allow him to get downhill? If they can keep that running game going, and we know, hey, Coach Marshall Faulk, he's a Hall of Fame running back.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Rams, won that Super Bowl against Eddie Robinson and the Tennessee Titans back in 1999. So he brings in a wealth of credentials, and as a running back, Trey Holly has to feel like, man, I struck gold.
Absolutely.
I'm a top running back, and I got a Hall of Fame running back as a head coach. It doesn't get any better for us as running backs to have that type of pedigree running our football team.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm sure he's taking him under his wing and giving him some great coaching tips and done a good job of putting him in the place to where he needs to be. Trey Holly was Mr. Football in Louisiana, transferring in out of LSU. He can get the job done. Just didn't have the offensive line to open up those holes and, as you said, get the push for him to get down there. But I look for a whole different Southern University Jaguar team. They've inked in a lot of transfers. They've hopped in the portal. They pulled out and picked pieces that they need to place in that defense to get that puzzle together. I look for the Southern Jaguars. I never look for Southern to be a sleeper, right? But I believe they're going to do way better than they did last year. And I believe that fourth spot in the conference this year, I think that's going to be the Southern Jaguars.
Well, hey, they got a tough schedule to begin the season. They begin the year on September 5th at home.
Well,
against
I do look for the Southern Jaguars coach, Marshall Faulk, hopes to bring in a lot of enthusiasm, a whole new look. They're spending a lot of money down there. And I think the Southern Jaguars are going to be right where they need to be. Jackson Southern right here in Birmingham, Alabama. It's going to be a good game, folks. I tell you, that's going to be the premier game of the week.
Yeah, and of course, as I was saying, Charles, they have a very tough schedule to begin the season. They're going to be at home against Kentucky State September 5th to begin the year. Then they travel to H-Town to take on the University of Houston on September 12th. You're going up against a Big 12 school. You hope to come out of that game injury-free. And then they begin SWAC play on September 26th in that early season showdown against Jackson State, which is really going to set the tone, I think, for the SWAC season. So a tough early season schedule for the Southern Jaguars. So Coach Marshall Faulk, he's going to have his work cut out for him early on in this season.
Well, like I said, I've got roots in Louisiana, and so do you. So we know what we've been hearing back home. Folks are saying, hey, this is going to be the year that the Jaguars turn everything around. Some people are excited about Marshall Faulk. Of course, you've always got those naysayers out there that are causing a lot of trouble. And I think Southern is going to put everything together. Hey, Ken, we're going to have to take a break. We've got another segment coming on. We've got the Prairie View Panthers coming in for the interview. We've got a couple of the players. Stick around. We'll take a quick break and get those guys back. Stick around.
If you've been injured as a result of an accident, call 979-826-8008 now. We help victims with all types of personal injuries. Call 979-826-8008. We get paid when you get paid. You pay nothing up front. If you have a death case or injuries from a truck, motorcycle, or car accident, call 979-826-8008 now. Get the compensation that you deserve. Just call 979-826-8008 or go to lbrichardson.lawoffice.com.
Welcome back, Birmingham, Alabama, ladies and gentlemen. We've ran back to the hill. I tell you, this PC Express gets us all around the conference real fast. With me is standout wide receiver Rodney Ojo. He's from the northwest side of Houston. He's a hometown kid playing at Prairie View. He's probably got his whole generation traveling to Prairie View to watch him play, man. It'll be the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
Just my bad.
That's okay.
Just, we know we got to do this coming up season. That was last year's team. That's past the pass. Focus on the next thing.
You had some tremendous statistics. I think 405 yards receiving, 4 touchdowns?
3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns. I gave you an extra one. 3 touchdowns. I mean, you were a formidable foe. Look, that Prairie View offense, it's like Will, and I think the caveat to that striking was Chase Bingham. He's outstanding running, man. He came out of nowhere. Just really wowed the Southwestern Athletic Conference. A lot of people by surprise.
Chase Bigman, he's a standout running back. I think our running back room is loaded. Back room is loaded. I think Chase Bigman, he had a great year last year. It allows, when we can dominate the run game, we can really open up the pass because they got to stay true to their defense. So we got a year 2 offense. I think we're going to be able to do a lot of different and good things that we were good at last year and evaluate and take it to the next level.
Well, I'm not going to put you on the spot. I think the big question is who's going to be your quarterback. I know we've got 4 guys that could get the job. We're going to talk about receiver room. Just about the receivers.
I think we got probably like 11 new receivers in the room.
Wow.
I would say that these guys, they're working, man. This offseason, we spent a lot of time in the summertime just spending a lot of quality time. I think that's what's really putting us together, not just getting the extra work, but also spending time with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But receiver room, we're looking good. I think we can catch the point. We can win the one-on-ones. It's going to be a very versatile group.
Well, you guys are the preseason favorite. You're pick number 2 in the Black Ops. How do you guys handle all of that attention and stay grounded? I know, but I want you to tell the folks, you as a player, how do you stay grounded with all of the what we used to call hoopla surrounding Prairie View's program?
It's just keeping the main thing. We know that where we're headed is Atlanta, and we know what it takes to win in Atlanta. It's to host the SWAC championship, win the SWAC, win the West, win conference. It's all those things playing the factor. It's going game by game, quarter by quarter, drive by drive. We know what it takes.
How do you feel about playing on a Sunday morning at 11 o'clock on national television, I might add?
Yes, sir. I think it's great. We're the only football game that's going to be playing that day. NFL doesn't start until the week after. College football is played on Saturday. So Sunday, that's all us. Come watch Prairie View play Texas Southern for the Classic.
Yeah. What do you tell your fellow students? That time frame's different. You know how we are at Prairie View. it could be sometimes. What do you do to reach out to the students to say, hey, we need you in the stands. We need butts in the seats. We need people screaming and hollering to start their season off the right way.
Yeah, it is nice whenever the fans and the school comes out and supports us this season, man. But we know how to bring our own energy as a team. We have our culture. We have our chants. We know what we need to do when we're on that field. There could be no one in the stands. It can literally just be refs, us, and the other team, and we'll have energy.
I understand that energy. I wore purple. I think I wore purple and gold before you were born, and I understand what it means to put that purple and gold out there. I understand the smell of freshly cut grass in the summer where it's real hot and the band is out there practicing, and you hear the drums until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning because they're practicing. You want to be the best.
Sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rodney Ojo, premier receiver. This kid can do it. This is another Kadero Hodge. I'm just telling you. Mark my words. You probably, more than likely, this kid keeps it up. You're going to see him on Sunday. Stick around. We're going to take yeah. Birmingham, Alabama, ladies and gentlemen. We are live with Malik Mason, defensive tackle for Prairie View A&M University, one of those monsters in the middle. We were talking about in the trip where football games. Where you're from and what position you play. Maybe a minute bio on Malik Mason.
Malik Mason, Prairie View A&M, defensive tackle, and I'm from Virginia Beach, Virginia, 757 up to the DMV area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what brought you to Prairie View? First of all, let's see how you got there.
I got there. So,
you might go.
Basically, Coach Jack and the entire coaching staff and the players, basically give me a chance. They chose me while everybody else gave up on me.
Mm-hmm.
So they basically gave me an opportunity, and I didn't waste it. I took everything they said to me. I took it and just worked every day, hard as I could every day.
Wow,
Every chance I got.
That's a testament to the coaching staff. You said everyone had given up on you.
Give up on
you an opportunity. Wow. Wow. Get right forward. Successful for you guys in between the guard tackles. You know, when you're playing teams with Trey Hollies and those kinds of running backs.
So basically, our defense is like, it's hard for QBs to pass the ball. And people might think, oh, y'all only have 3 up front, so we can just run the ball on you all day. No, it doesn't work like that. It's like football is a physical sport. Like you bleed, like we all bleed the same blood. So it doesn't matter how many people who's up front. Everything starts and happens in the trenches. So it's just whoever wants it more.
If you're gonna be in the NFL and you're gonna have to do interviews, you're gonna have to learn how to hold your mind. Absolutely agree with you. A spirit in Prairie View that grabs you and makes you want to stay there. Kobe and Caleb Lewis had that same fervor, that same feeling, and that energy that you bring right now. And I tell you, you are one of the guys that are not afraid of being in those trenches. Ken Moore
definitely not
is in Houston. He's got a couple of questions for you.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, congratulations on your SWAC championship last year. And then what I want to know is how have things changed from last year's offseason to this year's offseason now that you're SWAC champions?
You know, now that you're a SWAC champion, this is Ken's question.
Okay.
How has the philosophy changed from last year to this year? You've been to the Celebration Bowl last year. You won the Southwestern Athletic Conference championship in Jackson. You won it in Jackson. You know, what's different from last year to this year?
Then that's different. No disrespect. All I want to say is that last year's team set the standard. They did their thing, but that was the past. We're moving on from the past. Now we're worried about the future and this team and this collective. Everything is brand new now. We're just working every day, trying to get better. Everybody get closer and get ready for fall camp, get ready for the season, and just repeat what we did and win the national championship. So it's the same standard, the same goal, the same mission. We know where we want to go, and we know how to get there. We just got to execute every day.
Specifically
so
on
the mission
defense.
has not changed. Everything falls back on the blueprint. We abide by that every day.
Specifically on defense.
What do you have to do defensively?
What do you have to do defensively
line to make it one of the best?
To anchor that defensive line to make it one of the best in the conference. What do you have to do?
I would say is be more vocal. Be more vocal. Being on defense, you have to be very sound. Everybody has to be communicating for everything to work. And just one miscommunication, if someone doesn't get the call, didn't hear the call, the whole defense falls apart. So this year, for me, I would just say to be more communicative with my teammates. Make sure everybody got a call. Make sure we all know what we're doing and what we got to do to get the job done.
You know, I had an opportunity the other day. I know you know Miss Porter. That's my wife.
Yeah.
And I was picking up the other day. I had an opportunity to kind of watch one of your afternoon practices. That is the most organized, crisp practice that I've seen in a long time. Everybody was in focus and in tune to what the coaches were telling them. Wasn't nobody running outside the line that they were supposed to run in or just standing around. You guys are a disciplined team. You're focused.
Have to be. We got to be focused because we know everybody's thinking. Oh, they won the SWAC last year. They went to the Natty and all that. But it's like, yeah, we know what the last year team did, and they set the standard, and we know what we got to do this year. But we're not worried about the past. No disrespect, I love them boys. I love that team. it's a brand new team now. We just gotta get work done, get closer.
Preview A&M University definitely has a target on their back. You're the team to beat. And I think if any team beats you, that's their SWAC championship this year. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Malik Mason, defensive tackle from Virginia Beach, Virginia. This is a big dude, I'm telling you. And I can't wait to watch him on Saturdays. But before we talk about Saturdays, I'm going to let you go. How do you feel about playing on national television on Sunday morning at 11 o'clock when everybody's supposed to be at church?
I'm gonna feel good. It's like
you think God will forgive us?
Yes, He will.
Okay, yeah, amen.
It's the Lord's day, but the Lord will be watching. So,
amen.
The eye in the sky.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is just a tremendous young man. We're so fortunate to have you. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Yes,
Malik
sir.
Mason, Prairie View A&M University. We're going to try to talk to Tremaine Jackson here in a few minutes. Mickey Joseph is on tap. I saw T-Buck, Terrell Buckley, pointed at me, said he'll be coming. So we've got quite a few more interviews. Thank you so much, young man.
Yes,
Good luck to you in the season. Of course, I have to be impartial because I, do it differently, but I still bleed purple and gold.
Of course.
Amen. Stick around, folks. We'll be back here in Birmingham, Alabama in a few. This is the 2026 Southwestern Athletic Conference Media Day event. Splendid Media Resource Company is driven by Avis Rent-A-Car with 2 locations to serve you, 10,005 Highway 6 South in Sugar Land and 2811 West Grand Parkway North, Suite C in Katy. If you're in need of a rental vehicle, for whatever the reason, Avis Rent-A-Car can help you out. SUVs, large, midsize, and economy cars, 12 to 15 passenger vans, and even the luxury styles like the Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Infiniti. Independently owned by Sonia and Lisa Bell, proud HBCU graduates of Prairie View A&M University. Avis Rent-A-Car is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 6 p.m., and Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. For more information, the number to the Highway 6 location is 281-498-2150, or in Katy at 346-608-7195. Avis Rent-A-Car, drive Splendid Media.
If you've been injured as a result of an accident, call 979-826-8008 now. We help victims with all types of personal injuries. Call 979-826-8008. We get paid when you get paid. You pay nothing up front. If you have a death case or injuries from a truck, motorcycle, or car accident, call 979-826-8008 now. Get the compensation that you deserve. Just call 979-826-8008 or go to lbrichardson.com.
Splendid Media Resource Company is driven by Avis Rent-A-Car with 2 locations to serve you, 10,005 Highway 6 South in Sugar Land and 2811 West Grand Parkway North, Suite C in Katy. If you're in need of a rental vehicle, for whatever the reason, Avis Rent-A-Car can help you out. SUVs, large, midsize, and economy cars, 12 to 15 passenger vans, and even the luxury styles like the Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Infiniti. Independently owned by Sonia and Lisa Bell, proud HBCU graduates of Prairie View A&M University. Avis Rent-A-Car is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 6 p.m., and Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. For more information, the number to the Highway 6 location is 281-498-2150, or in Katy at 346-608-7195. Avis Rent-A-Car, drive Splendid Media around the SWAC.
Panther Nation, we're excited to officially announce the release of the Prairie View A&M University football schedule. Once again, it's a lineup that reflects the tradition, pride, and competitive spirit of Panther football. This season is going to bring a great mix of exciting matchups, conference battles, and unforgettable moments right here in Pantherland. One of the highlights of this season will be our Labor Day Classic against our rivals, Texas Southern, on Sunday, September 6th, right here in Panther Stadium. also celebrate one of our favorite traditions, homecoming, October 17th versus Alcorn State. Your presence makes a difference. The energy that you bring fuels our team and gives us a true home field advantage. We look forward to seeing you this fall as we build, compete, and chase championships together. Get your season tickets starting February 2nd, and let's make this another season to remember. We'll see you in the stands. Go Panthers.
Splendid Media Resource Company is driven by Avis Rent-A-Car, with 2 locations to serve you: 10,005 Highway 6 South in Sugar Land and 2811 West Grand Parkway North, Suite C in Katy. If you're in need of a rental vehicle, for whatever the reason, Avis Rent-A-Car can help you out. SUVs, large, midsize, and economy cars, 12 to 15 passenger vans, and even the luxury style.
Welcome back, everyone. SWAC Media Day here on Splendid Media Resource on YouTube. We want you to like, subscribe, and share. Blessed to bring you this Media Day from Birmingham, Alabama. I am your co-host, Ken Moore. I am back in my studio here in Houston. My co-host, Charles Porter. He is in Birmingham, Alabama, live at SWAC Media Day, trying to chase down some more players and coaches to bring to you. So far, we've had a great morning thus far, bringing in some players and athletic director from Prairie View A&M. We've also had some additional coaches come in as well, and so we're going to try to bring more of those to you live. But right now, let's finish out our preseason previews in the West Division as we head over to the SIP and look at Alcorn State, the home of the Braves. Alcorn got off to a slow start in 2025, but they finished as one of the hottest teams in the West. They won 4 of their final 5 games of the season to finish 4-4 in SWAC play. Now for Alcorn, of course, led by head coach Cedric Thomas, they have a total of 6 players named to the preseason all SWAC teams. Cameron Rogers, he was named to the SWAC preseason first team, while Eric Thomas Jr., he was also named to the preseason first team defense. And on the first team for the Braves as well on special teams was Demetrion Duval. So a trio of players on that first team, 3 more players on the second team. This is a team that their staff did a really good job making adjustments the second half of the season, making some different changes on offense that really got that offense on track. And then, of course, the defense did a tremendous job as well. Now, for this season, it's going to be tough, as always, in the West. They got to go through Prairie View, Texas Southern. It's always a wild, wild west is what we call it as broadcasters when you're talking about the SWAC West Division. Now, for Alcorn, they're going to begin the season August 29th against Miles College before a week 2 trip to Hattiesburg, where they'll take on an FCS school in southern Mississippi. And then that's when the ball gets rolling. Alcorn will open the SWAC schedule September 12th. Circle it on your calendar against Arkansas Pine Bluff in Memphis in the Southern Heritage Classic. That is always a big game. That game's going to be in Memphis, Tennessee. So should have fans coming in from both sides to root on their ball clubs. So Alcorn fans, get your bus tickets, get your plane tickets, get your rental cars, Avis Rental Car. They'll take care of you. They help you get from Alcorn up to Memphis for that ball game on September 12th. So make your reservations now. Get your tickets early. It's going to be an exciting season for the Braves. My man Charles Porter, he is working the hallways and everything in Birmingham, trying to get some additional guests for us. And there is the man right on cue. And looks like he has my other guy, head coach Mickey Joseph, joining him in the Grambling Tigers. So head coach Mickey Joseph, along with Charles Porter. Take it away, guys.
I'm going to cut you off here, but I just got Coach Mickey Joseph, man. The schedule is so tight here. There's so many different people who want to talk to this kid. I got to tell you, he's a cat to talk to, and I don't mean to cut you off. I know you're talking about Alcorn State. We'll get back to it in a minute. But with that, it's Coach Mickey Joseph of the Grambling State Tigers, 7-5.
Coach, man, you're right there now. We got this thing, folks. I'm a Prairie View guy. He knows it, right? Yes, but now I'm a SWAC guy, so I can't cheer like I really want to cheer. So he's watching me be subdued, and he's teasing me all the way. But Coach, hey, I think you did a great job last year. What I'm most happy about is Grambling State gave you a chance, and not just a 1 or 2 year chance. He gave you time to make a difference.
Well, that was part of the plan going in. That it takes time to rebuild a program, because my dad always says the good jobs don't come open. The good jobs don't come open. So we needed time to fix the roster. We needed time to understand the conference. And I think we're really excited about the roster. We're excited about the conference. And we're excited about what we're doing as a whole at Grambling.
You brought back some great players, Alexander Virgil at linebacker, Marcellus Johnson. Let's just stop there. I mean, the linebacker is great, but Marcellus Johnson is the kind of guy that makes you want to watch football. He's a game changer. He can get the job done. He's a great kid, just a really nice kid, comes from a great family. Where'd you get this kid here?
Well, when I took the job, Marcellus was coming off an ACL injury. And the only thing I seen him do was just work. Just hey, coach, how you doing? He was a walk-on kid. He never asked for anything. Just work his way to the top. And he's a leader. He's a spiritual leader. He's a physical leader of our football team. And I thought this opportunity would be great for him, because where he started at, he didn't do nothing but work. And I tell him all the time, success only comes before work is in the dictionary. Okay, you got to work first to get success. And this guy worked, and we're really excited about him being one of our team captains, and we're excited to see what he's going to do this year.
Well, Coach, I know you got to go. I got my partner in my ear. If he can hear me, I'm sure he's got a couple of questions for you. We're kind of running back and forth here with everything that's going on and trying to get our segments going.
Hey, tell Coach Mickey Joseph I said hello, and I'm looking forward to covering his games again this year.
Ken said he's looking forward to covering the game. Say, like, he don't need to talk to you. He see you every week. So,
yes, he does.
Tell him I'm really excited for the Clark Atlanta game, and I want to know how this team is going to look different offensively this year. Tell me about the quarterback position. Tell me about the competition at quarterback. And you had a lot of young guys on offense last year. How have those guys matured?
Okay, 3 quick questions because I know you got to go. Your SID is looking at me like, man, I told you. Okay, first of all, your quarterback situation.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, the Clark Atlanta game.
Mm-hmm.
And third of all, what's different this year about the Tiger team of last?
Okay, the quarterback position, we have 5 of them. We have 5 of them. We're starting out with Jacoby Robinson, Ashton Fry, R.J. Johnson just got there, Skylar Turbo, and and then Benoit, who started the last 4 games for us last year. So we have 5 arms, five kids that's capable of going in the game and winning for us. So we're excited about that position. And when you talk about what's going to happen with the Clark game, we don't know much about him, but we know Terry Sims. We know Terry Sims is an excellent coach. We know Ash Green is an excellent coach. We know what they're bringing to the table. We just don't know what they're going to do. And we talked to our kids about you got to depend on your rules that first game because there's going to be a lot of unscouted looks. So we're looking forward to that game. Another HBCU coming to the hold to come to see. Let those kids from Clark, they come and see history. We just got to make sure they don't make history.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then what's different this year is like this is our boys. Everybody on this roster is our guys, handpicked. And that's what we're excited about.
Well, Coach, I know you got to go. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate
you. I'm telling you, God, thank you for stealing you away from me. Hey, good luck to the Grambling State Tigers, just not against Prairie View. And I love you a lot. We'll see you down the road.
Okay, thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mickey Joseph, the Grambling State University Tigers, 7-5 last year, picked 7th in the conference this year to win it. So we'll see. Or in the Black College Sports Poll, pardon me, 7th in the sports poll. Ken, this is a really good guy. You were absolutely right. I've known Mickey for a couple of years, and he is a funny guy. But I tell you, he is serious when it comes to Saturdays.
Man, I love covering Grambling. I did about 3 of their games last year. I have another 3 or 4 games of them in this upcoming season. Always a pleasure to talk to you. And what I love about Coach Mickey Joseph, and this is no disrespect to any other coach, he's a straight shooter. He is going to tell you the positive as well as the negative about his team. He's going to give it to you straight butter. He's going to give you straight butter every single time when you interview him. But he's just a great guy, down to earth. He wants to see his kids succeed, and he wants them to be tremendous. He wants them to grow not only on the field, but off the field. And that's one of the great things that I respect about Coach Mickey Joseph. I'm really looking forward to that Clark Atlanta game because I got to learn a lot about Clark Atlanta as well. They have a great reputation, but it is really going to be an interesting atmosphere in Grambling on August 29th in that season opener.
Yeah, I don't look for a lot of Clark Atlanta fans to travel there. I look for them to be watching you in Santoria on SWAC TV. We've got a lot of homework to do, folks. This is like starting a new semester in college. It's study every week. I mean, just my wife and them, they're going to hate me for 4 or 5 months, but hey, when the check comes, you won't hate me. Hey, I'm going to let you finish wrapping up. Did you finish with Alcorn State? I'm running around trying to get other folks. So if you finish with Alcorn State, we'll take a break. We're trying to get our eye on Chris Dishman. And we'll chat with him. We'll take a break. If we haven't gotten anybody yet, we'll go back to segment number 5 and talk about some more Southwestern Athletic Conference football. Stick around. We're live from Birmingham, Alabama, and in studio in Houston, Texas with Ken Moore, Charles Porter, SWAC Media Day 2026. Stick around.
Splendid Media Resource Company is driven by Avis Rent-A-Car with 2 locations to serve you. 10,005 Highway 6 South in Sugar Land and 2811 West Grand Parkway North Suite C in Katy. If you're in need of a rental vehicle, for whatever the reason, Avis Rent-A-Car can help you out. SUVs, large, midsize, and economy cars, 12 to 15 passenger vans, and even the luxury styles like the Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Infiniti. Independently owned by Sonia and Lisa Bell, proud HBCU graduates of Prairie View A&M University. Avis Rent-A-Car is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 6 p.m., and Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. For more information, the number to the Highway 6 location is 281-498-2150, or in Katy at 346-608-7195. Avis Rent-A-Car, drive Splendid Media around the SWAC.
Upload the audio. Just give us a couple of minutes. What's the next segment? Because I think mine cut off. Let's see. My last segment was Alcorn.
Splendid Media Resource Company is driven by Avis Rent-A-Car, with 2 locations to serve you, 10,005 Highway 6 South in Sugar Land and 2811 West Grand Parkway North, Suite C in Katy. If you're in need of a rental vehicle, for whatever the reason, Avis Rent-A-Car can help you out. SUVs, large, midsize, and economy cars, 12 to 15 passenger vans, and even the luxury styles like the Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Infiniti. Independently owned by Sonia and Lisa Bell, proud HBCU graduates of Prairie View A&M University. Avis Rent-A-Car is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 6 p.m., and Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. For more information, the number to the Highway 6 location is 281-498-2150, or in Katy at 346-608-7195. Avis Rent-A-Car, drive Splendid Media around the SWAC.
Welcome back, everyone. SWAC Media Day. I am Ken Moore in my studio in Houston, Texas. My main guy, Charles Porter, he is on the road in Birmingham, Alabama, getting more players and coaches for us to talk to. But in the meantime, while Charles is doing this thing on the ground in Birmingham, let's go down to the Delta. We're going to go check out the SWAC East Division. We're already done with the West, and our first stop is going to be down in the Delta. Take a look at Mississippi Valley State University linebacker Douglas Franklin. He was named to the 2026 preseason All-SWAC team, second team defense. Franklin appeared in all 12 games last season, finished with 39 total tackles, 23 solo, 16 assisted. He also had 5.5 tackles for loss, including 1 pass breakup and 1 quarterback hurry. Franklin is going to be the anchor of that Delta Devil defense. It will go as he goes. Now, head coach Terrell Buckley, obviously great player at Florida State University, defensive back, and the Delta Devils, they closed the 2025 season with another upset victory over Florida A&M, and that marks the second consecutive season that Valley has knocked off the Rattlers. They don't want to hear that down in Tallahassee. Now, the Delta Devils for this year, they'll begin the 2026 campaign with 2 road games against Nichols and Sacramento State. Their first home game will be September 12th against Lincoln of Pennsylvania. Now, if you want to circle that FAMU game, it will be November 14th in Tallahassee as the Delta Devils will go for their 3rd straight victory over Florida A&M. We'll see if that comes to pass. But first things first, let's look at the keys for Mississippi Valley this year. They have to improve their running game. They finished last in the SWAC in rushing. They were a full yard per carry behind Alabama A&M, who finished second from the bottom in rushing. So they have a lot to do in that running game. Well, how do you do that? We talked about it when we mentioned Arkansas Pine Bluff earlier. Same thing goes for Mississippi Valley. It starts up front with the big guys in the trenches. That will be Coach Buckley's biggest developmental challenge, getting those guys up front on that offensive line to create some running lanes for their running backs. What does that do? It takes pressure off their young quarterbacks, allows them time in the pocket to throw the ball downfield. Now, another reason that where you say, hey, they're last in the SWAC in rushing. Why? Well, because they trail in a lot of ball games in the second half, so you don't have the luxury of running the football. You have to throw the ball to try to catch up. So for Valley, they have to get off to much stronger starts, much better starts in the first quarter and first half of ball games, where they can still run the ball in the second half to try to shorten the game, try to make it more competitive in these ball games. If they can take over that momentum from what they've done against Florida A&M, they get up for that game. Obviously, Florida A&M, they're one of the big dogs in the SWAC. So Valley gets up for those games. They have to learn how to channel and bring that same energy each and every week. And for them to do that, that's going to take some great coaching by Coach Terrell Buckley and his staff. We hope to get Coach Buckley on before we're done here today to get his thoughts on the season. But more importantly, we want to make sure that they can get everything going. Looks like we have Charles Porter back. Looks like we have Coach Cedric Thomas from Alcorn State A&M. Welcome back, fellas. I'll toss it over back to Charles in Birmingham.
We got to get them. We get them.
Your mic is muted.
I'm muted. So now we got our break. We've got the coach of the Southwestern Athletic Conference, Coach Tremaine Jackson, and we've had some fun on yesterday. This guy's a nut. I'm just trying. You see the dog mentality on social media and all that. But when you get him off cuff, he's really a funny guy. But Coach, thanks for stopping by. First of all,
glad to be here,
Dr. Chris Williams, thank you for bringing Coach on over to us. LaTanya Thurston, and you got a real staff.
Yeah,
I mean a real staff. You got a general manager. You got a director.
Your wife keep me in line too.
She keeps us both in line too. And Tremaine loves my wife.
Yeah,
I got to watch him because I don't want to be going to Waller County Courthouse anytime soon. But anyway, Coach, back to business, man. Yeah. There's just so many things I want to talk about Prairie View A&M University football. Yeah. First of all, congratulations. I don't think we've had a chance to formally congratulate you on our channel for winning the Southwestern Athletic Conference, for a tremendous job. I'm not going to say effort. I'm going to say a tremendous job down in the Celebration Bowl. We ain't been there before. So regardless, of course, we want to win the game. Yeah. Everybody want to win the game. Yeah. But regardless of the outcome, we're just so proud of our team and so behind. And I can say we on this set. Can I say we on this set? Yeah, I can say we on this set. You guys have completely turned the face of football at Prairie View. And Ron, our athletic director, was here earlier, who has done just an amazing job with getting you the things you need and the tools you need. let's talk about your staff first, because that's the most noticeable. Tremaine Jackson's entourage around here, like he's Lino, Sasquatch or somebody, but this is his team, his staff. I mean, they're just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, we've got 26 of the finest people, I think, in football on any level. Coaches, support staff, players, but it's really like that in our whole building. And with our athletic department, our other head coaches, we've got great staff across the athletic department at Prairie View A&M. I'm just fortunate enough that we were able to bring in 26 that I'm responsible for. And those men and women, they do a really good job. Without them, there's no me. And we look forward to our staff retreat starts tomorrow. We really look forward to getting in there with them because I really love the time that we spend together where it's just us, without players, without anybody, because they're that good. And I'm eager to learn from them the next couple of days.
Yeah, we are talking remotely in the studio with Ken Moore. He's got a question for you. I'll let him relay it to me, and I'll relay it to you in the interim. Ken, you got a question for Coach?
Yeah, a question for Coach is, how has his team responded to all the success, and how has he been able to keep them grounded going into this season?
Yeah, that's a great question, and I asked that question of Malik Mason. How have you been able to keep the success of this team grounded with your players? Yeah. I mean, it's easy to get caught up. It's easy to get the big head. It's easy to think that you're better than folks. Yeah. But this group of kids are just a little bit different. They're so humble about winning. Mm-hmm. It's like it's the norm. It's like this is supposed to happen. I don't know why everybody's so excited about it. Coach says this is the norm. This is what I come from. This is the dog mentality. This is the new face of football at Prairie View. But it's got to be challenging with 100 kids, basically, to keep them grounded and focused. How's that working for you?
Yeah, two things.
Good.
We talked to our players about just because you were don't mean you are. What you were yesterday has no bearing on today unless you work the same way to get what you want, what you say you want. The second thing is I just came back from Vegas last weekend, and I found out that Jeezy holds residence in Vegas. And for me, I started thinking about us. Prairie View A&M football now holds residence in Atlanta, Georgia.
Amen.
And that's just what we're going to do. And anybody that gets in our way, we got to get them out the way so we can get to where we need to go to. That's the mentality of our players. That's the mentality of our coaches. That's who we are now. And it's no knock to anybody. We're not trying to be disrespectful, but we hold residence in Atlanta, and we need to get back there so we can finish this fight. In order to finish the fight, you got to start a fight. And so we're going to start one August 29th at Tarleton State, and we look to finish that fight December the 12th in Atlanta, Georgia. And that's when you walk in our building, that's what we're talking about. Those are the signs that are on the wall. We play football this way at Prairie View A&M right now, and anybody that gets in our way can get these hands.
December 12th. Wow. That's a big day. Yeah. Man, that would be just the ultimate birthday present for me if you went on down there.
Yeah. Sunday afternoon game.
Now, the Sunday morning game at Texas Southern, we've had several people come and break that down, and I think Ken Moore, my partner, broke it down the best. But we want to know, what do you think about, first of all, playing on national television on a day where there's no other sporting event? I don't even think it's a baseball game. I'm sure it probably is a baseball game somewhere. But no football being played all day, really no major sports, no NBA, no WNBA, none of that. It's just the Labor Day Classic.
Absolutely.
You're featured. You're on the forefront of national television. That's got to be great. How are you digesting that?
Well, I think it's really good for our schools to be on that spotlight, at that time on that day. Anytime we get an opportunity to play on national TV, we're gonna take it. It can be Tuesday afternoon at 2:00 after lunch. We're gonna take it because you don't get that opportunity often, right? AD Golf and I, when we met on how we want things to go and look for this program, that was one of the things he said, and I fully agree with that we have to take the opportunity to showcase our football program, and in doing that, we're showcasing our school and our academic programs and our campus and the things that we have. So what the Celebration Bowl did for us, and why we seek that national attention, is when we got back, people that don't look like us on 290 we found out were having parties in their garage in my neighborhood, which I don't even talk to my neighbors, and they were watching us play, and they felt some sense of responsibility to watch us because we lie in the same area that they live in. And so it makes people know who we are on the national stage. I did hear about some negativity from the game, and this is what I tell people. I talked to my pastor. I told him to give him the short one that day and get him to the stadium. We don't need no long one. Get the offering on the way out. We'll get a walking offering and get them to Panther Stadium. Some people that were complaining on a Sunday on the internet, they were complaining at the time they should have been in church. So since you had time to complain, you got time to come to the game.
That's right.
So we need everybody at Panther Stadium for a sold-out event, and that needs to happen. It looks good for both schools, and we can do that at Prairie View A&M.
So you go to a church where the pastor looks like us, right?
Yep.
Okay, so if you were able to get your pastor to do that, I think everybody in America wants to know how to tell their pastor how to do. Everybody in Pantherland wants to know how to get that accomplished with their pastor.
You got to be honest with them. Nobody wants to hear from you that day, dog. God gonna be at the game.
God is at
the game.
Coach, one other thing before we let you go, your quarterback situation, man, you lost the top quarterback in the conference. I mean, Lockhart was great. Of course, there's Andrew Body, but then, man, our quarterback won the whole deal for the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Everybody wants to know, how's your quarterback room?
Yeah, I think we're in good shape. We're in better shape today than we were a year ago. As far as the competition in the room, the person that's going to be the quarterback for the Panthers is the person that turns the ball over the least and wins the team. Well, right now they're having a player ran practice, and they should be working on winning the team and not turning the ball over. So that's why they're not here. We'll never bring a quarterback to media day that didn't start for us the year before. And so because we didn't have a permanent starter from the year before that had eligibility coming back, those guys are back working. We didn't know who Cam Peters was until he was Cam Peters.
Absolutely.
And we're not going to know who the next quarterback is until they make the plays in the moment to help us be successful. But we certainly look forward to the guys that we got in the room stepping up. It's a hot room. It's really competitive. Preston Brown comes in. Tevin Carter returns. Tyler Nelson was in the room. Caden Smith is a transfer from Houston that transferred from Angelo State. He's been doing some really good things. So we got guys in the room that are capable. Now it's who's going to do the little things right to win the team.
Well, Coach, 3 phases of football. Let me just mention one other thing, Ken. I was watching one of your interviews, and you expect to win. It doesn't matter who you play. You said, I don't care who we play. We expect to win. You said this, and I quote you. We go and play Baylor. I expect to win. And I thought that was great. I've been watching you more than I have in a long time, because not just because of your success of the bowl. Miss Porter got my schedule different. When I got study time. I got study. Says, no, you don't get to eat right now.
Right.
It's time to do homework.
It's time to study.
So, and I'm listening. She don't think I'm listening.
That's right.
But I'm definitely listening, because without that, it would be no me.
That's
but
right.
Anyway, so, Coach, congratulations on last year. Now we look forward to this year. What is the biggest takeaway from what you've seen in your team right now?
Yeah, the biggest takeaway is that we understand we are not a defending champion. We don't have a target on our back. We are in the mud trying to get out the mud and do whatever it takes to get the trophy this year. When we pulled up in this room, that we saw that the trophy, the SWAC championship trophy and the Celebration Bowl trophy, is in the other room unclaimed. How do we go about our business in order to claim it? This team has started to really understand that, and we look forward to getting to fall camp in 2 weeks, and so we can work to get what we want, because we understand the only thing that works is work.
I don't know what the medical term is when your flesh crawls. What is the medical term? Look that up. What is the medical term when your flesh crawls? And I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. Malik Mason looked at those trophies. I was standing over there buying when they was rolling them in, and he looked at them from the time it came in the door to the time they took him up to the stage. And he wouldn't know that I was standing there listening. He shook his head. He says, "That's mine. Look, my flesh is crawling. You see,
claim it.
Goosebumps, whatever you call it.
Absolutely.
But man, that is a man on a mission. The Prairie View A&M University Panthers are on a mission to finish the fight.
That's it.
And we look forward to the Labor Day Classic to kick this fight off. You're going to be the first person to punch somebody in the mouth, and it's going to be Chris Dishman, and that's my dude. That's my guy. I think he's going to have something to say about it. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a great game.
Absolutely. Go Panthers.
Thanks a lot, Coach, for stopping by. Coach Tremaine Jackson of the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. We'll get him on the train a little bit later on down football season and talk to him again. Folks, we are live in Birmingham, Alabama. We'll take a break and come right back with segment 5. This is the 2026 SWAC Media Day event. Mark your calendars for a day of golf, fellowship, and giving back. The Prairie View A&M University Panther Club alumni proudly presents its 5th annual golf tournament on Saturday, August 22nd, 2026 at Herman Park Golf Course located at 2155 North McGregor Way in Houston, Texas. The exciting event supports the Panther Club alumni's mission to serve the academic and athletic purpose of Prairie View A&M University, to inspire lifelong learning and strengthen the university and the community it serves. Golfers will enjoy breakfast, lunch, green fees, and card fees, all included with registration. Business and community leaders are invited to make an impact through corporate, gold, silver, and bronze sponsorship opportunities. Don't miss the chance to support Panther Pride while enjoying a fantastic day on the course. For registration or sponsorship information, call Adam Washington at 832-376-3820. The 5th annual Prairie View A&M University Panther Club Alumni Golf Tournament, where every swing helps build a brighter future. We'll see you on the green. When it comes to building your future, experience makes all the difference. For over 21 years, Zilla Construction LLC has been turning ideas into reality with quality craftsmanship and dependable service. Whether you need reconstruction, light commercial development, or residential construction, our experienced team delivers every project on time and on budget without compromising quality. For repairing and rebuilding to create the home or commercial space you've always envisioned, we're committed to excellence every step of the way. Don't trust your investment to just anyone. Trust a company with a proven record of success and a reputation built on integrity. Call Zilla Construction LLC today at 281-881-8306 or email k13peter@yahoo.com to schedule your consultation. Zilla Builders makes dreams come true. Let us build yours.
Panther Nation, we're excited to officially announce the release of the Prairie View A&M University football schedule. Once again, it's a lineup that reflects the tradition, pride, and competitive spirit of Panther football. This season is going to bring a great mix of exciting matchups, conference battles, and unforgettable moments right here in Pantherland. One of the highlights of this season will be our Labor Day Classic against our rivals, Texas Southern, on Sunday, September 6th, right here in Panther Stadium. We will also celebrate one of our favorite traditions, homecoming, October 17th versus Alcorn State. Your presence makes a difference. The energy that you bring fuels our team and gives us a true home field advantage. We look forward to seeing you this fall as we build, compete, and chase championships together. Get your season tickets starting February 2nd, and let's make this another season to remember. We'll see you in the stands. Go Panthers.
Welcome back to SWAC Media Day. Welcome back to Birmingham, Alabama. Ladies and gentlemen, Charles Porter Kenmore, along with the conductor Raymond G. Boom Holly. What an interesting interview, Ken, with Coach Tremaine Jackson.
Yeah, great interview with Coach Jackson, and he's another guy that's going to give it to you straight. He was like, hey, we're not the defending champs. This is a brand new season. Last year was last year. We beat Jackson State. We got to the Celebration Bowl. And he even mentioned Jeezy having residency in Las Vegas. And he says that, hey, the Panthers are going to have residency in Atlanta. Now, one team that may not agree with that is those Jackson State Tigers.
Oh, and just perfect because TC Taylor is making his way right over here right now, the Jackson State Tigers. Man, you are right on clue. Yeah. And I'm gonna sit over to the side and I'm gonna let Ashley Robinson, y'all gonna have to pass the mic back and forth. We don't have a third. And I'm gonna get off camera and let y'all see these guys. Folks, welcome Coach TC Taylor and Athletic Director Ashley Robinson here to Splendid Media Live. First of all, let's start with Ashley Robinson. We've got a little bit of history. Of course, Ashley was the athletic director at Prairie View A&M University, did a lot of work with him, watch him turn the program back to the direction it was going. And then, of course, now with AD Golf, that ship is sailed out into the ocean. And, I mean, it's doing a great job. But if it hadn't been for Ashley and Charles McClellan, Coach Alicia Peete, with the good work that they did for Prairie View, we wouldn't be where we are today. Ashley has stepped back to Jackson, to his roots, and kept that program alive, kind of really woke it back up. I mean, it was never a dormant program. I mean, they've had success throughout the Southwestern Athletic Conference years. But, I mean, when Ashley got there, first thing he brought Dion in. That was the biggest thing in college football. I mean, gee whiz. But after Dion, life after Dion, people were really, really concerned with life after Dion. Who's going to replace Dion? Who's going to play? And actually, they've got a meme of you guys sitting in the Jackson State equipment truck with this big grin on y'all faces. And say, who's going to be the next face of Jackson State? Well, it's TC Taylor. And, man, I tell you, those Jackson State Tigers don't recruit, they reload. That's from T.C. Carson. That's old school. I'm old school now. You know about Old Blue? Yeah. But man, you've had a tremendous year. Of course, Prairie View got you down in Jackson State. And one thing I noticed about those guys, I don't think I've ever seen you get angry. I've never seen you just get real mad. I've seen you get a little testy.
When I was at Prairie View, TC Taylor was at Texas Southern. Had the opportunity to meet him then, heard a lot about him, saw the things he done as offensive coordinator when he was at NC Central. You're talking about very familiar with the Celebration Bowl, very familiar with success, and not only as a coach, but what he's done as a player. He came back to Jackson State, and he was the first person I talked to. And believe the story or not, I told him, I said, hey, stay put. This job is yours. You understand the tradition. You want to be here. You have the passion, and he's just a great ball coach. You talk about my first time, even we talk about, Coach Prime and coming here, but you're talking about Alabama A&M, homecoming, offensive coordinator TC Taylor. We put up 60 points. And that was my first time, just right next to him. See, I saw it on TV. I saw his work. I know what he can do, but saw him, read those defenses and call up plays. And I'm like, man, this guy's amazing.
Yeah.
So, I was spot on with that. And then when we got to the situation where, when Prime was coming in, the goal was to be there 2 to 3 years. Let's get this program back going. But you look at the tradition of Jackson State, when you talk about football, Jackson State has always reached back to his roots and hired one of their own. You talk about him as a player and the things he done as a player. You talk about what he's done as a coach. And all of those things came in together. And I said, there's no other better hire. A lot of people will say, hey, we're going to go out. We're going to do a national search. Yeah, we're going to do all of that. But when I came back, it's still TC Taylor. So I tell that story all the time. But it's a true story. And he's came in and won a Celebration Bowl at Jackson State, the only Celebration Bowl at Jackson State, and the last SWAC team to win a Celebration Bowl. So, and we're going to continue that success. You're talking about being around this guy every single day. Not a big media guy, not a big, flashy, want all the, but work hard every single day. It's not one kid on their program that don't love TC Taylor. And when you look at that as an athletic director, and you look at how your kids react to your coach, you look at how he gets them to play. I've never done pregame as an athletic director in football until TC Taylor got the coach. I'm coming out the tunnel, I'm in there his pregame, and I'm almost ready to play myself, Charles. So I'm like, I know these guys ready to play. So it's a great experience, man. But you're talking about a guy of character. You're talking about a guy of integrity. You're talking about a family man, and talking about somebody that really loves Jackson State University. And it's hard to find that at our HBCUs. A lot of people come in, success of 1 or 2 years, and he's here because he want to be here. He had me a little nervous after Celebration Bowl.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
I had to get my shackles and call the police and say,
you had to go back to the bank.
But that shows the success
Absolutely.
of TC Taylor.
Absolutely.
It shows the things that he's done, and we have to be thankful. I'm gonna say this as HBCUs, we're not thankful for the success of our coaches and our alumni and the people that are SWAC and want to be at SWAC and to help build this tradition. We're not thankful. We're not thankful. And I want to say as an athletic director, I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful for Prairie View University. Will always be my family. Very thankful of Jackson State. Very thankful of Mississippi Valley because I'm a SWAC guy. I'm a SWAC guy.
Yeah.
So people talk about what it can't be done. Look at Charles McCullough. He's a SWAC guy.
Yeah.
He could have went other places. He could have done other things. When I was at PV, I called Charles every morning. Hey, Charles, what you think about this? Because he built that. And I'm not afraid to tell people that. But this is what it's all about. TC Taylor is a SWAC guy. He's here because he want to be here. And we have to continue to build on our roots and build on the things that he done. So you ask me, why TC Taylor? I can keep going on and on and on. But TC Taylor has came here and did exactly what he said he was going to do and more. And he's brought so much notoriety back to Jackson State University. Our thing is building on tradition and blaze new trails. And we continue to build on this great tradition. We didn't start this tradition, but we're going to build on this tradition. And I tell people that all the time. We got passionate alumni. We got the best student athletes in the world. I got the best coaches in the world, but I got a great administrative staff and I coach assistant coaches that really support us. And that's what it's all about. It ain't about me, Charles. It's about everybody. It's about our whole university family at Jackson State University. So everything we do is not just about athletics. It's about Jackson State University. It's about those alums that supported and been here and that's passionate. So you're talking about a former player, alumni that really understand Jackson State University. All I got to do is sit back, Charles, and say, hey, let me go raise some money so when he make an ask, I can make sure I can support him. And that's my job, and that's what we're going to continue to do. But I just something I want. We got to be thankful of people like TC Taylor. We have to be very, very thankful, and we're not. And I'm gonna go on the record to say that as an alumni and a supporter and as staying in SWAC and being a part of this conference my whole career because we want to be here, we have to be supportive of those type of guys that don't have to be here. And it's a lot of them. And I want to say thank you to all of them that come back, even presidents that come back that went to our institutions that are presidents now. And that's what it's all about because we have a rich tradition and we only understand us. We only understand us, but we do have to do some things better. I have to do some things better to make sure that we're putting Jackson State out and our HBCUs from a marketing and branding standpoint in a national exposure. So that's something that I'm working on every single day.
Amen.
And I have to do that. And I can put that out there.
This is a totally new look for you. I didn't know you had your own cheerleader.
Right.
I mean, this is your man, wow, what a great testament, not only to TC, but to the conference. Ashley and I have history.
Right.
Before he was athletic director.
Right.
I saw some of the best guard duos, showdowns in SWAC conference history.
And also
with him and Greg Burks.
Charles supported me when I was at PV as athletic director. I mean, we had I remember one of the meetings, we had a tough meeting. He met me for lunch at the golf tournament and said, hey, Ashley, I went to PV, this is what we need to do. And when we left that meeting, we was on the same page. And I really appreciate that because you told me like, hey man, you're going to have to change some things up, and this is what we're going to have to do so we can be successful, and we need that. And I appreciate that, Charles.
And see, let me tell you something. What the beautiful thing about that is, most people in a position like that would say, who is this trying to tell me this or this, that? But I've been the sports announcer for Prairie View for 40 years. That's a long time. And he listened, and it developed into a great friendship. And anytime I call Ashley, just a quick story, since you told your long story, I'm gonna tell mine too. Well, the quick story, we were getting ready to come to the Celebration Bowl, didn't have a place to tailgate. Coach Pete jumped over there and said, hey, we're going to cook. We're going to feed everybody. I said, well, I'm going to the game. She said, no, you cooking. Right. And when Miss Pete tell you, you got to do you got to do it. So she called Gabe Lewis, and they called it, we cook gumbo. Your tailgate fans will never forget us, because they said, like, wow, y'all cooked all that. At any rate, now it's your turn. Oh, yeah. Coach, first of all, thanks for stopping by. Secondly, man, what do you have to do to get back to the Celebration Bowl? Secondly, but first, what do you have to do this year to get your team ready to win the championship? You bring back Jared Lockhart, the best quarterback in the conference, besides Andrew Body. Yeah, he's pretty darn good. He's pretty good. How did you keep him? What else? How did you keep him? Because I know some people were coming after him. Yeah. And what is your philosophy for this year? I see you guys saying you got to go out there and actually talk too long. But what's your philosophy for this year? What can we expect from the Jackson State Tigers?
Continued success. That's the key piece right there. You talk about continue to recruit as a football team, and we've done that. We lost a lot of good players from last year's team, so we hit the ground. Yeah, you did. But we hit the ground rolling within the offseason, and we replaced those guys, and we got a great nucleus of guys that's coming back that understands what we want to be come December. And that starts with Jared Lockhart, who could have went to a lot of places. Cam Silas, the preseason defensive player of the year, who could have left and went to a lot of places. But I'm excited about it. I'm excited about this coaching staff, this fan base. We were 2 points shy from being back-to-back SWAC champs, and no different than this year. We want to continue that. We got to start by winning the East. The East is going to be tough right now. We got to go to Montgomery, and it's tough to go in Montgomery and win. So, but we're excited about it. We accept the challenge, but in the end, it's about playing for championships each and every year, and that's what we're going to do. This offseason has been great. What he's done in providing our student athletes to be on campus throughout the summer. We've had close to 100 guys. 100 guys. You don't see that a lot in HBCU football. I done been in HBCU football all my life. And the things that we're able to do at Jackson State, or as far as training table and the way our student athlete move, our strength program and everything, not just football. Hey, we just won the Commissioner Cup. That's because of this guy right here. But the end goal is to host that SWAC championship again in Jackson. And end goal is to get to Atlanta, and be over at the Celebration Bowl.
Defensively, where do you see the Jackson State Tigers going this year? You lost a couple of key defensive players. You inked in some new one. You got a preseason Southwestern Athletic Conference all-conference defensive player. But how did you replace those guys, and what should we expect from them? We got to hurry up, folks, because your guys got to go over there. He's a good friend of mine, and we'll fight. But look, Coach, thanks a lot for stopping by.
Appreciate you, man.
We'll reach out to you later on during the year. We'll come down to Jackson, and you can hop on the train with us. We'll chat with you. Okay. Thank you so much, Ashley Robinson, my dear friend, for stopping by. This is a family right here.
Oh,
just
definitely.
like Prairie View. That's why it's so competitive.
Definitely.
Because there's a family at these HBCU schools. Right. Man, you could just see the love growing right now in this room. And it's about cultivating and educating these young people. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a break. This is T.C. Taylor and Athletic Director Ashley Robinson of the Jackson State Tigers. Thanks for stopping by. We'll be right back. Mark your calendars for a day of golf, fellowship, and giving back. The Prairie View A&M University Panther Club alumni proudly presents its 5th annual golf tournament on Saturday, August 22nd, 2026 at Herman Park Golf Course, located at 2155 North McGregor Way in Houston, Texas. The exciting event supports the Panther Club alumni's mission to serve the academic and athletic purpose of Prairie View A&M University, to inspire lifelong learning and strengthen the university and the community it serves. Golfers will enjoy breakfast, lunch, green fees, and card fees, all included with registration.
business, and community leaders are invited to make an impact through corporate gold, silver, and bronze sponsorship opportunities. Don't miss the chance to support Panther Pride while enjoying a fantastic day on the course. For registration or sponsorship information, call Adam Washington at 832-376-3820. The 5th annual Prairie View A&M University Panther Club Alumni Golf Tournament, where every swing helps build a brighter future. We'll see you on the green. When it comes to building your future, experience makes all the difference. For over 21 years, Zilla Construction LLC has been turning ideas into reality with quality craftsmanship and dependable service. Whether you need reconstruction, light commercial development, or residential construction, our experienced team delivers every project on time and on budget without compromising quality. For repairing and rebuilding to create the home or commercial space you've always envisioned, we're committed to excellence every step of the way. Don't trust your investment to just anyone. Trust a company with a proven record of success and a reputation built on integrity. Call Zilla Construction LLC today at 281-881-8306 or email k13peter@yahoo.com to schedule your consultation. Zilla Builders makes dreams come true. Let us build yours.
Welcome back, everyone. SWAC Media Day. I am Ken Moore in Houston, Texas, in the studio. My man Charles Porter back in Birmingham, Alabama. Just had a great interview. First with Coach Tremaine Jackson of Prairie View A&M, and then the head coach and athletic director from Jackson State University, the two teams that participated in the SWAC championship game last year. A team that wants to get there this year is the Alabama State Hornets. The Hornets are led by head coach Eddie Robinson. They've been knocking at the door for the past few seasons, but haven't been able to get over the hump. The key, of course, is first team preseason all SWAC quarterback Andrew Body. He began his career at Texas Southern University, transferred to Alabama State, was in the portal this offseason, but decided to come back to Alabama State, where he will again lead the Hornets. And the key for Body is if he can keep that body healthy. That's been the only thing that has been holding this young man back in his career. But if he can put together an entire season of being healthy, being on the field, Alabama State looks to once again compete in the East to try and overtake Jackson State to get to that SWAC championship game. It came down to a tough game at the end of the season last year between the Tigers and the Hornets. The Tigers pulled it out late in that ball game. Both teams finished 7-1, but Jackson State, of course, moved on because they had the head-to-head tiebreaker over Alabama State. Now, the Hornets, they'll get things popping right out of the gate this season, right here in Birmingham. In the Birmingham Classic, they will take on the Southern Jaguars at Legion Field. That game will be at 2 p.m. Tickets are already on sale for that game, so make sure you get your sunscreen, make sure you hydrate, make sure you know those little fans that y'all have, those little hand fans that you have, make sure that you have those handy because it is going to be warm for that season opener at 2 p.m. But that is going to be a great ball game right out of the gate between Southern and Alabama State. Now, Alabama State, they have 9 players on the preseason all-SWAC squad, 5 on offense, 2 on defense, and 2 on special teams. And as we mentioned, Andrew Body leads that charge. He is the Field Steel preseason SWAC Offensive Player of the Year. SWAC first team, all-conference first team. He's on the Walter Payton watch list. He's on the Manning Passing Academy counselor list. He's on all the preseason award lists. Andrew Body's all over the place on those awards. He helped power Alabama State to a 10-win season. their first 10-win season in 21 seasons. He was the SWAC Offensive Player of the Year last year, completed 71% of his passes, 1,770 yards through the air, 20 touchdowns, only 1 interception on the season, which is amazing. And he's a dual threat. He had 518 yards on the ground and 4 touchdowns as well. He had 6 total touchdowns in the Magic City Classic against Alabama A&M, their arch rival. As for head coach Eddie Robinson, he had a big offseason as well. He was inducted into the Black College Football Hall of Fame. Of course, he was named the head coach back in 2021. Played football, drafted by the Houston Oilers, played in the Super Bowl with the Tennessee Titans back in 1999. But he's been a great, great figure for Alabama State, obviously an alumni, great all-conference linebacker in his heyday. And what an honor for him to be honored by the Black College Football Hall of Fame, as he was one of several players inducted this past season. Also spent nearly a decade as a college football analyst. He had this job that I'm doing right now. Worked for Fox Sports, ESPN, various different platforms. So Eddie Robinson, well-versed. But the key will be, can his Alabama State Hornets get over the hump and get to that elusive SWAC championship game? But now we go back to Birmingham, Alabama. We have Coach Chris Dishman of the
I don't know who was just last.
Tigers joining my man Charles Porter. Charles, take it away with Coach Dishman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Was that Ryan?
Yeah, that was Ryan McGinty. Welcome back to Birmingham, Alabama, ladies and gentlemen. Charles Porter, along with second-year coach Chris Dishman. And Coach, I tell you, man, what a great media day this has turned out to be, man. We've had some great interviews over here this year. The atmosphere is just tremendous here.
Well, I think that all the teams are very close in nature as far as making that extra push to win the West and win the HBCU. So I think everybody's excited about their season, because I know I'm excited about our season.
Second-year coach, last year you were very successful despite, not winning the West. I mean, you lost by a touchdown in the Labor Day Classic. 6 seconds. Last 6 seconds of the game. That had to be tough. I've covered your Valley game. That was a great football game. And your team has kind of turned the ship and started heading out to sea. All of the things that you needed to put in place, all of the parameters that you tried to instill into your players, they're in place now. It's just time for them to show up. You've done a great job of recruiting.
Yes.
And you've got a new look for the Tigers that I think are going to surprise a lot of people.
Well, first of all, it's not just me recruiting, it's our coaching staff. Our coaching staff we have target the people we want, and that's the people we go at as far as recruiting wise.
You bring back some good wide receivers. Richardson rather, 462 yards, 4 touchdowns. Tight end
Cordell.
Cordell Rogers is coming back, and then you've got Kizzy. Is it Kizzy the linebacker?
Kizzy the linebacker.
Kizzy the linebacker coming back. We had opportunity to hang out. Yeah, I know that's. I know we did an event for Prairie View's Houston chapter, the Alumni Association.
Yes.
Kizzy's mother is the vice president.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
we got a chance to meet him, and he came and I said, "Hey, I know you. You one of Chris Dishman's kids."
Yeah.
And he's like, "That's right. That's my coach." By the way, your players love you.
Yeah,
I'm serious. Your players love you, Coach. What can we expect from the Tigers this year?
Well, I expect our team to come out strong. We have the first 4 games is going to show what type of team we have. First and foremost, our guys are up for the challenge. As far as those first 4 games and beyond, it's a good schedule. We're grinding. Our teams are grinders. They're grinders like me. We're not no prima donna people. We're up and grinding. We get our guys up at 5:30, 6 o'clock to work out. They go work out. They go to class. They come back and eat. So we're in a great routine right now where we have our players, and we have the right guys to win the West.
Sure. I got a question from Ken Moore, who's in Houston. You can't see him, but I can hear him. Go ahead, Ken. Okay, so what is different for you going into your second season from year one to year two? What's different about not only your team, what's different about Chris Dishman? What have you learned about yourself?
Well, patience. Have a little bit more patience with our players. But my goals and rules are going to stay the same. I never would change my goals and rules. Our goal is my first and foremost goals is to graduate players and win games. Those are the two jobs I have. And then my rules is always going to be my rules. Mm-hmm. You know, I won't allow people being late. I don't allow people not going to class and expect they can still get on the grass. Mm-hmm. You know, you go to class, you can get on the grass. But so that's why my rules is going to be my rules, and my expectations is going to be my expectations. This team is going to be a very good team. I expect us come out strong and start strong and finish fast.
We got a little bit of history. Let me see. Chris Johnson was left cornerback. Who's your left corner?
Richard Johnson.
Yeah. Right cornerback, left cornerback. Remember, I used to do the barbecue for him and send the barbecue down to Sugarland. Yeah. At the 4th of July party. I would do the barbecue for them. I would cook for them. But I've been a fan of Chris Dishman, Bubba McDowell, Johnson, and that whole group since I went to high school. I went to Madison High School in Houston, Texas, and our colors were the same colors.
Sure was.
Yeah, colors, the same colors. So we were the baby Oilers. Love you, bro. And then I worked at the Astrodome all through high school, so I got a chance to meet guys like Chris Dishman. He was always a nice guy. You come from an era where some of the players, they were kind of a little uppity. You didn't want to speak to everybody, but you were always a nice guy. You and Bubba McDowell, you two, I remember out of all of the Oilers that I met, you guys were always so kind to the young people, and I guess that's why you became a coach, so that you can continue to love, learn, and cultivate players, but to do what you love to do, and that's football.
Well, God give you a certain platform. He expects you to live up to it, and I'm trying to live up to my platform in God's eyes and no one else's eyes. Of doing what's right for our players, doing what's right for our African American players, of getting their education first and foremost, and then if you have a chance to go to NFL or USFL or whatever you have a chance to do, but as long as you have your education first, that's what you fall back on.
The Sunday game against Prairie View A&M, national television. It's got to be huge for both teams. I mean, being on national television on a day where there's no other sports play, no other games being played. It's an early game, but it's a chance to see what the fans are made of. Are they going to come out and watch it, or are they just going to simply, since it's on national television, I can just watch it at home, but are they going to come out and support an 11 o'clock game?
Well, I tell our fans to come out. We have to have more fans in Prairie View at that game, first and foremost. And it's going to be a great game for both teams. It's going to be a great game for both teams. And I haven't played on Sunday in a long time, so I got to get back into my Sunday mentality.
Yeah. T-Buck said he would when he would come home from the road, he would go and work the road off of him, work the game off of him. So I understand exactly what you're saying. But I'm real excited about the Texas Southern University Tigers. My mom and my father were TSU folks, and worked there for a long time. My sister and I, we started Kids Jam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got some roots there down at KTSU. So I love TSU. I'm always loved TSU, but I'm a Panther at heart.
Right.
Coach, good luck this year. But quarterback, what about your quarterback situation?
Well, the quarterback, as you know, is always the main guy everyone focus on. Mm-hmm. We got Cam has came over from Southern, has done an excellent job for us as far as communicate with our players he has here, being a leader by example, and a leader by talking to our players and understand what we have to do. He got a good knack of what we do as offense, first and foremost. So I'm expecting great things from Cam, and Cam expecting great things from himself.
Well, I tell you what, I know you got a great running back room, so we look forward to seeing the Texas Southern University Tigers on Labor Day or the Labor Day Classic the Sunday before Labor Day and see what they have to display this year. Great season last year. You were in a lot of games. You were just really that close. You one game out of winning the West?
Yeah, we always talk about 6 seconds, and that's one of the things that we're going to go up to next year is 6 seconds. And we tell each of our players, give us your best job for 6 seconds. Mm-hmm. That's how much it is. 6 seconds it takes to run a play. We lost a game last year versus Prairie View in 6 seconds. So 6 seconds is our motto of getting your best players playing the best job for 6 seconds.
All right, so some alumnus at Texas Southern, go ahead and get a TSU shirt, put a tiger on the front, put 6 seconds on the back, and let's sell those and give all the money to your NIL.
I agree with that. And first of all, buy tickets to the season, buy tickets to our games. We need fans in the stands. We need butts in the seats.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on, Houston. Now, growing up in the shadows of TSU, going to Robertson Stadium on the weekends. I was going when it was Jefferson Stadium, folks, so I know. And I remember the Texas Southern faithful that used to come out in droves. We are looking for those Tiger fans to come out, especially you young people. You young people need to come to the game. It ain't all about you. It's about the TSU Tigers, and come and support this great coach and this great institution. And I'm off my soapbox.
I can't say it better, man. It sucks.
Thanks a lot for stopping by, Coach
right.
Chris Dishman in the second year at Texas Southern University. We look for big things from him also, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around. We'll take a break. We got a few more minutes left on the show. This is Splendid Media Live from Birmingham, Alabama, the 2026 Southwestern Athletic Conference Media Day.
Splendid Media Resource Company is driven by Avis Rent-A-Car with 2 locations to serve you, 10,005 Highway 6 South in Sugar Land and 2811 West Grand Parkway North, Suite C in Katy. If you're in need of a rental vehicle, for whatever the reason, Avis Rent-A-Car can help you out. SUVs, large, midsize, and economy cars, 12 to 15 passenger vans, and even the luxury styles like the Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Infiniti. Independently owned by Sonia and Lisa Bell, proud HBCU graduates of Prairie View Indian University. Avis Rent-A-Car is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 6 p.m., and Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. For more information, the number to the Highway 6 location is 281-498-2150, or in Katy at 346-608-7195. Avis Rent-A-Car, drive Splendid Media around the SWAC.
When it comes to building your future, experience makes all the difference. For over 21 years, Zilla Construction LLC has been turning ideas into reality with quality craftsmanship and dependable service. Whether you need reconstruction, light commercial development, or residential construction, our experienced team delivers every project on time and on budget without compromising quality. For repairing and rebuilding to create the home or commercial space you've always envisioned, we're committed to excellence every step of the way. Don't trust your investment to just anyone. Trust a company with a proven record of success and a reputation built on integrity. Call Zilla Construction LLC today at 281-881-8306 or email k13peter@yahoo.com to schedule your consultation. Zilla Builders makes dreams come true. Let us build. Mark your calendars for a day of golf, fellowship, and giving back. The Prairie View A&M University Panther Club alumni proudly presents its 5th annual golf tournament on Saturday, August 22nd, 2026 at Herman Park Golf Course, located at 2155 North McGregor Way in Houston, Texas. The exciting event supports the Panther Club alumni's mission to serve the academic and athletic purpose of Prairie View A&M University, to inspire lifelong learning and strengthen the university and the community it serves. Golfers will enjoy breakfast, lunch, green fees, and card fees, all included with registration. business and community leaders are invited to make an impact through corporate gold, silver, and bronze sponsorship opportunities. Don't miss the chance to support Panther Pride while enjoying a fantastic day on the course. For registration or sponsorship information, call Adam Washington at 832-376-3820. The 5th Annual Prairie View A&M University Panther Club Alumni Golf Tournament, where every swing helps build a brighter future. We'll see you on the green. Welcome back to Birmingham, Alabama, ladies and gentlemen. Charles Porter here in the Magic City. Ken Moore at home in his man cave in the studio. Of course, G Boom driving around. I see Raymond Woody standing up over there. Maybe I get Raymond Woody to come over here. We're talking about segment 7 and the Alabama A&M Bulldogs. Raymond Woody, though, is right across the way, folks. We'll chat with him if we can get him over here. And up there, stealing away. See, I don't have anybody going and pulling people from me. My daughter was supposed to do that. I know she's upset. But anyway, back to live action, folks, here. The Alabama A&M Bulldogs, 4-8 overall on last year and 1-7 in conference play, an identical record to Southern University in conference play. Sam Shade enters into his second season as the head coach. Davis, the preseason All-SWAC players there is Arenza Davis, defensive lineman, team All-SWAC. David Falk, the kicker, who made first-team All-Conference. First-team linebacker Wyatt Wright and Jordan Chambers-Smith, the wide receiver who made second-team. Davis saw action in 11 games last season, and I lost my stuff, 11 games last season for the Bulldogs, where he posted 31 tackles, with 10 of them coming as solid stops. He had 5 tackles for losses of 31 yards, including a pair of sacks. In addition, he finished with 4 quarterback hurries. And those are important, especially around fourth down when you talk about quarterback hurries. That means he's getting to the defense, the offense rather. Wyatt Wright registered 72 tackles, including 34 solo stops. He posted 6 tackles for a loss of 28 yards, along with 3 sacks, 1 fumble, and 1 quarterback hurry and an interception. Wow. Falk was named the Phil Steele third-team All-American and earned Phil Steele third-team All-SWAC honors in the 2020 and last years of 2020-25. The freshman kicker took over the kicking duties on September the 20th. On September 20th, and went 10 for 12 in field goals, including 4 for 4 from between 40 and 49. That's some long kicks. He booted a career best 47-yard against Bethune-Cookman as Raymond Woody hustles over to the next interview. Chambers-Smith caught 24 passes in 12 games last season for 282 yards, along with a pair of touchdowns. He averaged 23.5 yards with a big special teams return, 13 punts for 114 yards, averaging 8.7 yards per return. He returned the season best of 29 yards in the victory over Lane College. And then Handley was 5th on the team in tackles with 44, including 26 solo stops from the secondary. He had 4 tackles for losses, including 1 sack. In addition, he led the team in fumble recoveries with 3 and had a pair of quarterback hurries. Defensively, the Bulldogs seem pretty sound. Alabama A&M kicks off the 2026 season with the annual MEAC SWAC Challenge on Saturday, August 29th against Howard University in Atlanta, Georgia. Kickoff against the Bison is set for 6:30 p.m. Central in Center Park Stadium and nationally televised on ABC. The Bulldogs will have their home opener 1 week after that with the 16th annual Lewis Cruz Classic. Alabama A&M plays host to Miles College. Yours truly will be on the call over. I think Mo Carter's with us on that call, so we're looking really, really good for that weekend and looking excited for this. I like the way the conference has inked in the CIAC schools and the SIAC schools in playing these preseason games to give the whole gamut of black college football, HBCU football, a good look. Stick around, folks. We'll take a break and come back. We've got to make some adjustments here, and then we'll wrap things up. We're about to get out of here. It's the 2026 Southwestern Athletic Conference Media Day event.
Splendid Media Resource Company is driven by Avis Rent-A-Car with 2 locations to serve you: 10,005 Highway 6 South in Sugar Land and 2811 West Grand Parkway North, Suite C in Katy. If you're in need of a rental vehicle, for whatever the reason, Avis Rent-A-Car can help you out. SUVs, large, midsize, and economy cars, 12 to 15 passenger vans, and even the luxury styles like the Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Infiniti. Independently owned by Sonia and Lisa Bell, proud HBCU graduates of Prairie View A&M University. Avis Rent-A-Car is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 6 p.m., and Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. For more information, the number to the Highway 6 location is 281-498-2150, or in Katy at 346-608-7195. Avis Rent-A-Car, drive Splendid Media around the SWAC.
When it comes to building your future, experience makes all the difference. For over 21 years, Zilla Construction LLC has been turning ideas into reality with quality craftsmanship and dependable service. Whether you need reconstruction, light commercial development, or residential construction, our experienced team delivers every project on time and on budget without compromising quality. For repairing and rebuilding to create the home or commercial space you've always envisioned, we're committed to excellence every step of the way. Don't trust your investment to just anyone. Trust a company with a proven record of success and a reputation built on integrity. Call Zilla Construction LLC today at 281-881-8306 or email k13peter@yahoo.com to schedule your consultation. Zilla Builders makes dreams come true. Let us build you. Mark your calendars for a day of golf, fellowship, and giving back. The Prairie View A&M University Panther Club alumni proudly presents its 5th annual golf tournament on Saturday, August 22nd, 2026 at Herman Park Golf Course, located at 2155 North McGregor Way in Houston, Texas. The exciting event supports the Panther Club alumni's mission to serve the academic and athletic purpose of Prairie View A&M University, to inspire lifelong learning and strengthen the university and the community it serves. Golfers will enjoy breakfast, lunch, green fees, and card fees, all included with registration. Business and community leaders are invited to make an impact through corporate, gold, silver, and bronze sponsorship opportunities. Don't miss the chance to support Panther Pride while enjoying a fantastic day on the course. For registration or sponsorship information, call Adam Washington at 832-376-3820. The 5th annual Prairie View A&M University Panther Club Alumni Golf Tournament, where every swing helps build a brighter future. We'll see you on the green.
Panther Nation, we're excited to officially announce the release of the Prairie View A&M University football schedule. Once again, it's a lineup that reflects the tradition, pride, and competitive spirit of Panther football. This season is going to bring a great mix of exciting matchups, conference battles, and unforgettable moments right here in Pantherland. One of the highlights of this season will be our Labor Day Classic against our rivals, Texas Southern, on Sunday, September 6th, right here in Panther Stadium. We will also celebrate one of our favorite traditions, homecoming, October 17th versus Alcorn State. Your presence makes a difference. The energy that you bring fuels our team and gives us a true home field advantage. We look forward to seeing you this fall as we build, compete, and chase championships together. Get your season tickets starting February 2nd, and let's make this another season to remember. We'll see you in the stands. Go Panthers.
If you've been injured as a result of an accident, call 979-826-8008 now. We help victims with all types of personal injuries. Call 979-826-8008. We get paid when you get paid. You pay nothing up front. If you have a death case or injuries from a truck, motorcycle, or car accident, call 979-826-8008 now. Get the compensation that you deserve. Just call 979-826-8008 or go to lbrichardson.com.
Mark your calendars for a day of golf, fellowship, and giving back. The Prairie View A&M University Panther Club alumni proudly presents its 5th annual golf tournament on Saturday, August 22nd, 2026 at Herman Park Golf Course, located at 2155 North McGregor Way in Houston, Texas. The exciting event supports the Panther Club alumni's mission to serve the academic and athletic purpose of Prairie View A&M University, to inspire lifelong learning and strengthen the university and the community it serves. Golfers will enjoy breakfast, lunch, green fees, and card fees, all included with registration. Business and community leaders are invited to make an impact through corporate, gold, silver, and bronze sponsorship opportunities. Don't miss the chance to support Panther Pride while enjoying a fantastic day on the course. For registration or sponsorship information, call Adam Washington at 832-376-3820. The 5th annual Prairie View A&M University Panther Club Alumni Golf Tournament, where every swing helps build a brighter future. We'll see you on the green. Welcome back to Birmingham, Alabama, ladies and gentlemen. Charles Porter, along with my main man Ken Moore and the conductor Raymond G. Boom Holly. We are now blessed to be with one of the nicest guys in the Southwestern Athletic Conference every day but Saturday. Coach Terrell Buckley of the Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils. I've been in the Devils Den. It's hot in there.
Yes, it is.
Is it even hotter this year?
You know, the last 2 weeks, it's been really hot.
It's been really hot.
You know, that heat when you're outside and you're like, okay, it's hot. And then you start feeling that heat on the back of your neck. Not even your neck.
But your back.
But your back and
under your shoulder pad.
Like,
oh, man, I know about that. I'm from Texas now. I already know about that. Well, how are you combating that? Let me ask you that since you mentioned it. How are you combating the heat, making sure your players are hydrated and staying cool?
That's the thing. Hydrated, cold tubs, practicing at certain times, working on getting some shade out there. So we are very, very conscious of what the heat can do to you as a player.
You know, I'm not going to say people discounted Mississippi Valley State last year, but you surprised a lot of people. You had a lot of bright moments. You had some teaching moments out there, some things that you said you could have done better.
Yes.
You know, I listen to the coaches show. I react with the coaches conference call every Monday. And Mississippi Valley, y'all better stop sleeping on Valley. I'm trying to tell you about City. They've inked in a Hall of Fame coach. I call him a Hall of Famer. For basketball, now you got a Hall of Fame football player. You guys are changing the face of Mississippi Valley. How is that doing with your recruiting?
It's been awesome. I tell you, the win at the end was validation on kind of what we was doing for the recruits. Not for us. We knew what we was doing. So that helped us in recruiting, helped us in off season, and we just continually with the attitude mindset of what's going to get us to that next level. What's going to get us at 500 winning ball games, then the 8, the 9, and then to the championship. Fundamentals, evaluation of before you even start recruit, evaluation of the player, student, athlete. Because if I don't have to worry about you off the field, I ain't gonna have to worry about you on the field.
That's a great philosophy. I mean, you are developing men.
Yes.
You are cultivating young people's lives, and that's the philosophy of every coach here. You guys are here to help mature and help build young men who can be productive in society. And that was the first thing you talked about last year when you got the job. You were saying, hey, we're here to build character. We're here to build men.
Yes.
We're not here to play with boys or anything like that. We're going to change the face of this thing. I think you got a great athletic director.
Yes.
She's got some growing pains to go. Some people got to come and give her some help.
Yes.
But I think you guys are in the right direction. Your games are exciting. For the past 4 or 5 years, Mississippi Valley is that one that gets a successful team on their last game every year. And I got a chance to call that game against Florida A&M with my main man, Mo Carter. And we were there, and we watched that team just stay resilient until the end. You played both your quarterbacks. Your quarterback came in, got his finger broke, came back in the game. I mean, it was just a great football game. You can go back and watch that game on SWAC TV. I'm going to tell you this. That was one of the most watched games on SWAC TV last year, the Florida A&M Mississippi Valley game.
Well, we want to build on that and make every one of our games, because I guarantee you this: we're going to be disciplined, we're going to play hard, but we're going to make plays. And I'm going to coach, the players going to coach. I mean, the coach is going to coach, and the players going to play to win the game. We're not out there just to be entertaining. Those days are over. That's the old Valley. I love the fact they said we play hard. Okay, I like that. We want to win the ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember I went through the 80-game losing streak in Prairie View, so I don't nobody want to hear that.
I don't want to hear that no more. Our goal this year is to we won't have no excuses. We're going to find a way. And we're going to have no excuses. That's going to equal to us when you say being successful and how do we take it to the next level. The foundation has been laid. Since January up until yesterday, we still cultivating, building up fundamentals from the ground up. And the attitude, the culture is not changing, has changed. No excuses. Find a way.
No excuses, find a way. I'm going to write that down. We'll use that on some of the calls. We know about Douglas Franklin.
Yes.
We know he's a great linebacker. He's going to get the job done. He's going to motivate the rest of the football team, not just the defense. The football team, he's a motivating kind of guy. But what about your quarterback room?
Man, the quarterback, you look to your left right over there. That young man, Josh Brown.
Josh Brown,
has taken this game to another level. That I have changed around the staff a little bit. The quarterback coach just finished playing. I had him coaching the running backs last year and was like, okay, I need to get him back to the quarterbacks. Fundamentally, we're on the same page. I don't care about all this stuff. How's his footwork? How's his posture? And one thing that made me make that change was we kept running. We was doing rollouts in the game, and he was throwing off the wrong foot. And I was like, and that affects his accuracy. And he's like, man, you can't keep missing that shot. And he's like, well, you could see the technique mentally he wasn't. So we've corrected that, and I'm very, very excited about this young man.
Josh Brown had a great start to last year before he got injured. I mean, he was really, people were watching him all over the place, and Valley was just right there at every game because of Josh Brown and his legs. You had your backup quarterback came in there. He was a bigger guy, big, tall, strong, fat, but he wasn't as mobile and agile as Josh Brown, because if you slip, he gonna run it. He's gonna run it, and you had to stay honest on your defense. What can we? And I guess you followed all of the gamut. What is going to be special about Mississippi Valley State this year?
anytime you can finish, and you find a way to win ball games, we're not going out there to compete. We gonna do that. That's a given.
Yeah.
What you gonna like about what we do this year is we're gonna be finishing and winning ball games. That's why we're there. We're gonna be winning this ball game, and everybody gonna have a 2.0 in their classroom. And so we getting both elements. We're finishing on the field and in the classroom.
Coach, thanks a lot for stopping by. I am really excited. I think I got two of your games at home this year.
Well, once you flip a coin after that, go in and request to see the rest of them because it's going to be pretty exciting.
Now, I just want to let you know publicly, Coach, I didn't get my barbecue last year. You promised us some barbecue. I'm bringing G Boone with me this year, so I'm going to be looking for my barbecue this year.
What you going to get? I don't know what happened, but we had it before that. But you can get it. You're going to get it.
Coach, thanks a lot for stopping by. NFL great, Terrell Buckley, Super Bowl champion. Terrell Buckley, head coach at the Mississippi Valley State Delta Devil's Den. I can't wait to go. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.
We'll take a break, folks. We're about to wrap things up here in Birmingham, Alabama. It has been just an awesome day. I want to thank everybody who made this possible. We're going to wrap this things up when we come right back to Birmingham, Alabama. Stay tuned. Splendid Media Resource Company is driven by Avis Rent-A-Car with 2 locations to serve you. 10,005 Highway 6 South in Sugar Land and 2811 West Grand Parkway North, Suite C in Katy. If you're in need of a rental vehicle, for whatever the reason, Avis Rent-A-Car can help you out. SUVs, large, midsize, and economy cars, 12 to 15 passenger vans, and even the luxury styles like the Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Infiniti. Independently owned by Sonia and Lisa Bell, proud HBCU graduates of Prairie View A&M University. Avis Rent-A-Car is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 6 p.m., and Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. For more information, the number to the Highway 6 location is 281-498-2150, or in Katy at 346-608-7195. Avis Rent-A-Car, drive Splendid Media around the SWAC.
If you've been injured as a result of an accident, call 979-826-8008 now. We help victims with all types of personal injuries. Call 979-826-8008. We get paid when you get paid. You pay nothing up front. If you have a death case or injuries from a truck, motorcycle, or car accident, call 979-826-8008 now. Get the compensation that you deserve. Just call 979-826-8008 or go to lbrichardson.com.
When it comes to building your future, experience makes all the difference. For over 21 years, Zilla Construction LLC has been turning ideas into reality with quality craftsmanship and dependable service. Whether you need reconstruction, light commercial development, or residential construction, our experienced team delivers every project on time and on budget without compromising quality. For repairing and rebuilding to create the home or commercial space you've always envisioned, we're committed to excellence every step of the way. Don't trust your investment to just anyone. Trust a company with a proven record of success and a reputation built on integrity. Call Zilla Construction LLC today at 281-881-8306 or email k13peter@yahoo.com to schedule your consultation. Zilla Builders makes dreams come true. Let us build yours. Birmingham, Alabama, ladies and gentlemen, the 2026 Southwestern Athletic Conference Media Day event is coming to a close here, 10 to 1 o'clock. Most of the coaches have completed their interviews and are running back to get something to eat before they put it up. We missed a couple of coaches: Eddie Robinson Jr. of Alabama State, Raymond Woody of Bethune-Cookman, and the new FAMU coach.
Quinn Gray.
I can see you now, by the way. The monitor is finally working. I'm gonna take a picture. I gotta take a picture while I'm on there so you can see, kid, that it's finally working. But man, what a great day for Southwest. Hey, there you go. What a great day for media here at the Southwestern Athletic Conference Media Day event.
Yeah, and real quick, we didn't get a chance to touch on FAMU and Bethune-Cookman. We definitely don't want to discard our partners in Florida. FAMU had a 5-7 overall record, 4-4 in the SWAC. Of course, head coach Quinn Gray Sr. Taking over after a successful tenure at Albany State. He wants to get that program back on track. And as you mentioned, head coach for Bethune-Cookman, Raymond Woody Jr., they had a great first season under him, 6-6 overall, 5-3 in SWAC play, third in the East Division. So we expect great things out of Bethune-Cookman this year as well. But as you mentioned, man, we had a few hiccups in the first hour, but once we got our audio going in the second hour, you were able to get some great interviews. You did a great job. You and G Boom and your wife did an outstanding job. I want to give props to you guys for getting to Birmingham safely, setting up, doing all of that within 24 hours. Nothing short of amazing. So props to you and the crew there in Birmingham and getting everything together. I'm back home here in the studio. I'm kind of playing double duty as well. So I think for a first show, man, I think you guys I think we as a team did an outstanding job, and thank you to all the coaches and players and athletic directors that came across and helped make this show exciting as it was. And I'm sure once we get it edited down and put together, it's going to be great on YouTube. So everyone, please go to Splendid Media Resources, like, share, and subscribe. And we're going to do this each and every Tuesday night during the football season.
I am excited about the PC Express. G Boom done took it to the detail shop and got it all cleaned up. We got a little chrome on it coming on this new look. And every Tuesday, as you said, at 7:30, we're going to check a trip around the SWAC. All right, let's take care of some bills and business here. First of all, Splendid Media is driven by Avis Rent-A-Car, 2 locations to serve you, 10,005 South Highway 6 in Sugar Land, 2811 West Grand Parkway North in Sweet Sea in Katy, Texas. I want to say happy birthday to the Bell twins, Lisa and Sonia Bell. Today is their birthday. They are my classmates. Me and Melanie love them a lot. And we really appreciate you coming through. I need my other TV by the 8th, Lisa, by the way. But happy birthday. Like I said, when we got this thing started, man, we had one of our sponsors who had carried us all summer and said that they were going to sponsor. And we were all excited about getting stuff. And then at the last minute, they pulled out on a whim. Lee Van Richardson, his father was a chemistry teacher at Prairie View A&M, Dr. Richardson. They're from the Prairie View A&M, him and his sister. They grew up right there in the neighborhood. And Dr. Richardson would have a fish fry every 4th of July. He would get on his boat. He had a boat. He was a fisherman. And he would fish starting in January all the way up until July. And he would have plenty fish for their fish fry. Well, our principal sponsor is Lee Van Richardson, attorney at law, your trusted legal partner, 728 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. We've been running the heck out of the commercial. We want to sincerely thank you, Lee, for helping us out. Zilla Construction. Kevin Peterson, my teammate and classmate. I get to read him into the Prairie View A&M Hall of Fame. I just can't believe that. That is just so incredible that Coach Heyman has 3 of his guys in the Prairie View A&M Hall of Fame. It's just tremendous. Tyrone Sappinder will join us along with Jeff Williams for the 2026 Hall of Fame class of the Prairie View A&M, October 9th in the Memorial Student Center Ballroom The Hall of Fame game is October 10th. The Southern Jaguars in town. It's going to be a tremendous game out there. Also, I want to send a shout out to Miss Mary Gilmore over at Amazing Awards. We ain't quite finished inking in our deal, but we're going to give them some props. They did all of our Splendid Media shirts. We've got some business that we want to do with them. She just does outstanding work. I mean, Ken, I got your shirt too. It looks good. They're going to make us a tent, and we're going to get those PC Express T-shirts, those around the SWAC T-shirts. We're redesigning them, and we're going to have those available. Now, I want to thank all of the groups who post our information, and Miss Porter wrote them down and left them over there, but I'm going to pull them off my phone right quick. And I want to personally thank these groups that share all of our information, which boosts our numbers. So all the administrators from these following groups, the admins who approve our stuff, drop your information in my inbox. And if you get 25 people in your group to subscribe, I'll send you 2 T-shirts, one for you and one to give away. So just inbox and just stay in. Ken Moore, it's been great. I know you got to go, but I appreciate you spending these 2 hours with me, man. You are a godsend. I tell you, man, I am so excited to work with you this year. You take it easy, and we will talk with you on November 1st as we take our first trip around the SWAC.
September 1st. September 1st.
Well, that's it. The night, what
You said November 1st. We'll be halfway through the season then, buddy. Yeah.